From Anderson County High School in Metro Knoxville, Tennessee, we bid you a very pleasant good evening and welcome. A very special night. It's, as the late John Ward would say, it's a football time in Tennessee as we get ready for what should be a slobber knocker tonight. It's a rematch of the 35-34 overtime win with the Anderson County Mavericks back early in the season. That was then, this is now. Two football teams on a collision course to get the right to play either Gibbs or Greenville next week in the quarterfinals, the Class 4A TSSAA high school football playoffs. Good evening, everybody. Yours truly, Tom Taylor, Mike Side again in a beautiful facility. Tell you what, if you want to build a football stadium and make it the way you want to do it, Ryan Preswell, this is the way to do it. These folks, we love Citizens Bank Stadium, but they've built a primo facility down here at Anderson County.
Yeah, absolutely. And you start getting in the second, third rounds of the playoffs, you get these great matchups, get to go to these good places and play good football teams, and that's what you work all summer and all fall for, is to get yourself in a position to be at places like this and play against teams like this. So I was just talking to one of the Anderson County faithful before the game. I said, well, this is state championship game number 1. Number 2 is probably next week, and then number 3 is going to be in Chattanooga in 3 weeks. So really interesting matchup tonight. A lot of people across the state watching this one. Obviously, Mavericks have struggled in the past in this football game and not been able to really get past week 2 and 3. They definitely think that this is their year, and they definitely have a state championship caliber football team. So we think we do too. We've come a long way. I know the record doesn't display the quality of this football program, but I guarantee everybody here in Anderson County knows this is a marquee matchup and going to be a lot of fun for the fans to watch.
We've won 5 in a row. Sullivan East, Ray County Volunteers, Seymour last week, again eliminating the Knox Carter Hornets 49-7. Meanwhile, they were disposing of Seymour as we did earlier. So we've seen this team as a common opponent, Seymour. They didn't give us much. They didn't give them much. We beat them 62-0. They beat them what, Coach?
55-6 last week. So, looking at last week's game, it was much the same as it was for Elizabethton. And we played a little better opponent in Carter, but again, we've gotten a lot better, and we're able to roll through pretty easily and do what it is that we do in the playoffs, and that play clean football, play explosive football in the offense, taking advantage of cracks in the defense, and play that really stingy, pressure-filled defense. I think that's the key this time of year. You don't get to the second, third, fourth round of the playoffs without a stingy defense, and both these clubs tonight have that.
Mr. Football finalist again, Walker Martinez. He's the real deal. 44 touchdowns under his belt for this young man. He is the deal, folks. And again, we'll have to, if we have any success to win this football game tonight, we've got to stop number 9. Of course, you won't be able to see him. It's audio only. The 6'1", 170 senior is the real deal. We've got a pretty good one on our side of the fence, too. Dalton Mitchell, 67 completions, 102 attempts for 968 yards. Coach needs 32 yards to hit over 1,000. And basically he got that since the third game of the season. So, we played 7 games, he's thrown over 1,000 yards of football. It's pretty dadgum impressive. So Mitchell, 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions for Dalton, our senior. Again, his favorite target, Jeriah Griffin, 27 catches for 4 touchdowns, averaging 17 yards a catch. Teddy Orton, 21 catches, a 22-yard average for 5 touchdowns. Cade Russell out of the backfield, 13 catches, an 8-yard average for 3 touchdowns. Luke Whaley's got a touchdown, averaging 16 yards a catch on 9 catches. Nate Stevens, averaging 9 yards a catch. Cam Baker, 2 touchdowns, averaging 9 yards a catch. And Eli Blevins, coach, 4 catches with a couple of touchdowns, averaging 16.5 yards a catch. We average as a team 15 yards a catch. We have a total of 17 touchdowns and 2, 4, 6, 7 different guys he's thrown the football to. So that is definitely a threat for our football team tonight. By the way, the rain has stopped. It's cool down here. It's not real cool. It's 63. Quite frankly, very pleasant. No rain. The rain's come and gone. So we're ready for what looks to be at this point a rain-free event tonight. The Cyclones and the Anderson County Mavericks. Again, Coach, we've got 7 guys Dalton Mitchell throws to. So there's a lot of weapons for our football team tonight.
Yeah, if you go back to week 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we said we'd be in the second round of the playoffs with a 1,000-yard rusher and a guy getting ready to go to 1,000 yards passing, we'd be very happy with that, and that's what you and I predicted. We knew we'd get better through the year, that we would figure things out, and really it's a testament to that offensive line and everything that Coach Pierce and those guys have done. They're protecting, they're providing the opportunities for Nate to utilize what God gave him, which is just a steam head of speed and hate and malice with the football in his hands. So they've done a great job of getting these guys to where they need to be, to where we can get the football down the field. And I would say best receiving core in the state. I'm sure Anderson County would want to argue that point with me. They've got great receivers too, and I think that's where this football game is going to be tonight. It's going to be on the outside in the passing game.
So your first touchdown of the ball game back when we played him down here before, that came on, it was a 66-degree night that night on September the 23rd. Russell got the touchdown catch to get it going for him. Tate Russell, A 51-yard catch from Walker Martinez, 7-0. Then Luke Whaley got his first touchdown, a 20-yard pass from Gib Maupin, making a 7-7 first quarter tie. Cade Russell, 2-yard run. Campbell's point after. By the way, Campbell is 39 out of 39, folks. His sophomore quarterback, or kicker rather, is the real deal for our football team. So then you take the fumble recovery set up with the Cyclones' Wesley Shackles. Then Cam Baker got the 10-yard catch from Dalton Mitchell. We jump out 21-7. Then you come back and Dalton Mitchell gets an INT on the defensive side of the football. And then we go in at halftime 21-7. Then they go to work. Moog with a 1-yard run. Then you have Val. We got to remember this kid. He can play too. Bryson Val, 6'4" senior. He caught a 4-yard catch from Martinez to tie the game up 21-21 at the end of the third quarter. Nate Stevens, 4-yard run, puts us ahead 28-21. LaRue comes right back on a 27-yard pass from Walker Martinez. Again, LaRue, that would be Waylon LaRue. I love that. Waylon Jennings, got to be named after Waylon Jennings. Waylon LaRue, the sophomore receiver, a 27-yard catch to tie it up 28-28 at the end of regulation. We do the coin toss. They go first, 10-yard reception. From Martinez, they take the lead 35-28. We come right back on the first play. Nate Stevens, a 10-yard run, and then we go for the 2-point conversion, and it failed, and they hang on to win 35-34 in an absolute thriller. We expect much the same here tonight as we're on the road at Anderson County, ready for the second round of the TSSAA. Let me say it again. I'm kind of excited. Say it for me, Coach.
TSSAA, Blue Cross Blue Shield Bowl state playoffs.
There you go. Pre-game show brought to you by, again, the great folks. We certainly appreciate him. Appreciate him a bunch, as a matter of fact. Our buddy Greg Maupin from Valvoline Express Care. And so we'll take a break. We'll come right back, take a look at our defense, and also the rest of this offensive set for this football team. We're getting ready to crank it up here on a 63-degree rain-free night in Anderson County. The second round of the TSSAA playoffs. You win, you move on. If you lose, you go home. And we'll do that right after this timeout from Greg Maupin and the great folks from Valvoline Express Care. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclones second-round playoff action football.
Talking to our buddy Greg Maupin. Let's talk oil changes. In, out, on your way. Tell us about getting an oil change at Valvoline Express Care.
No need for an appointment. Reservation, just come in. It's a pull-through service. We're going to be here about 15 minutes. We got new customer forms out there. If you've not been here before, we're going to take your basic information, and we're going to put that car in the database right there. It's going to pull up everything Josh needs to know. We got Josh on the bottom today, so he's going to clear it, make sure everything's good before they start, and since that process starts, he's going to drop it. He's going to check all the fluids up top. He's going to air the tires up. He's going to check the wipers. He's going to reset that maintenance light, and in and out in about 15 minutes.
Yep. If you're here more than 15 minutes, there's something wrong, right?
There's something wrong. Valvoline comes in and checks us quarterly. They come in top to bottom, make sure the products where they should be, make sure the products are what they should be, and make sure we're running it. Valvoline, at the end of the day, has the top quick lube program
in the country.
In the country.
3 oil changes: conventional, semi-synthetic, max life, and full synthetic. You have 3 to choose from, right?
We got 3 to choose from. We've got everything from 0.20. We've got 0.16 now, ultra thin, and some of the new stuff's gone for that. 540, 1540, 0.30, 0.40, 530, 520, 1030. We've got those in conventional. Most of those zeros are going to be synthetic or full synthetic or synthetic blend. But if your car calls for it, we've got it.
Hours you're open?
We are open 8 to 5:30 through the week, 8 to 2 on Saturday.
You're in, you're out, you're on your way here on Railroad Street in Elizabethton. Again, look for all the U-Hauls. You know you're right at the right place at Valvoline Express Care. They don't mess around, folks. You stay in your vehicle, you pay out there, you stay if there's any questions, and, of course, you will be asked to start it back up and all that, so that aids in getting you out in a quick time. So 15 minutes or less, you're out of here, folks. I'm telling you. And the last time I had mine done, 12 minutes and 24 seconds, so they don't mess around. You're in, you're out, you're on your way. Valvoline Express Care, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Football and Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Back at Anderson County High School, yours truly, Tom Taylor, ready to bring it to you. Hello, Karen Gentry and Holly Pendergrass and Betty Lacey. Thank you, Betty. You're very kind. Thank you, ma'am. Eric Cannon, Molly Glover, Krista Britt. Hello to Taz Irwin down in Meridian, Mississippi, watching tonight. Thank you, sir. Kim Saylor, Amy Whitson, Sarah Presnell. Do you know her, Coach, by chance?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
She said we sound good.
Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. If she says it, it's okay then.
That's all right.
You got it. Hello to Barry and Nancy Taylor. Let's take a look, Coach, at the schedule for Anderson County. 11-0, ranked second in the state. They're the real deal. Tell us about this football team with head coach Davey Gullum.
Yeah, led off with Powell 48-14, defeated Science Hill 48-6. Beat Fulton 35-7. Ray County defeated them 41-38. South Doyle defeated them 35-7. Again, played us right there in week 6, 35-34. Carter 49-22. Gibbs 55-24. Beat Bearden 35-28. Beat Scott County 56-13. Then last week rolled over Seymour 55-6. So this is a football club scores a lot of points. Scored a lot of points. Like I said earlier, championship caliber football team. You don't get to be 11-0 and not be in that discussion. So, good football club. Played a good schedule down here in Knoxville, and looking at an 11-0 football team tonight.
Let's take a look at our defensive side of the football for the orange and black of Elizabethton High School. Sean Whitten, all-time head coach, 154 wins and 47 defeats. He had 2 state championships and a state runner-up in a row. Led by Eli Williams, a senior, 77 tackles. We got 16 guys in double digits. Zeth Mullins, 62 tackles. Wesley Shankles, 51. Eli Guest, 50. Teddy Orton, 43. Caleb Holzer, 41. Mason Ball, 33. Cade Russell, 29 tackles. Bradley Cannon, 28. Andrew Blevins, 25. Nate Stevens, 24. Landon Hughes goes with 23 tackles. Dalton Mitchell, 21. Ben Adams, 15. Billy Woodby, 14. And Bryson Rowland with 16. Coach, we got 16 sacks. We have 65 tackles for loss for this football team. 65 tackles for loss and 16 sacks in the season. Quarterback hurries, made him throw the ball quicker than he wanted to, 19 times. Pass breakup, 23 of those. Fumbles, we've caused 2, recovered both of them. And then we've had 11 picks on the season. 2 of those run back for touchdowns, so our defense flies with the football.
Yeah, really good defense, a lot of experience, a lot of games played out there on that football field on the defensive side of the house this year. Defensive line does a really good job of not just getting up the field, but they also play really good responsibility. You know, Eli Guest right there in the middle has just really been such a key player this year and set such great tone. Allows those guys out on the end to do what they do because he just stops up the middle. Got a really good linebacking core, guys that, again, fly to the ball. Wesley Shankles right there, and Mike and Eli out there at the weak side. So just really, really impressive defense. They've really anchored this football club for those weeks that were really tough. They kept games close. They were a bright spot that allowed that offense to grow and do what it's going to do. And really what it comes down to is tonight it's going to be about that secondary facing up against this pass attack of Anderson County. It's going to be a tough bill, I'll tell you that. But I know that those kids, a lot of tough kids out there covering receivers, and if anybody can do it, it can be these kids.
Hello to Melanie Miller, Shelby Miller, Gary Woods, Terry Moore. Coach Moore, how you doing, sir? Love you, buddy. Connie Helms, thank you, kids, for being with us. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back. When we do, we'll hear from Sean Whitten, see what he has to say on the pregame show, live from Anderson County. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone Playoff Football.
Hello, my name is Mark Fowler, and it is my joy and honor to serve as the pastor of Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. And I'm thrilled to be a part of a church that has a great heritage and history of serving in the Elizabethton community. And we are encouraging people to understand they have a responsibility to know their Creator, to know God, and to understand His purpose for their life. And so we're thrilled to be a part of a church that has something for young people and for teenagers and for children and for families, to where they can discover what God wants for their life. We'd love to have you come be a part of us.
This week, but it really kind of goes back. I mean, in 2017, we went to 4A there. There became a 3-headed monster there between us, Anderson County, and Greenville. The winner between us and Greenville kind of got the home field advantage. So 17 and 18, we go down there. Our season ends in the second round, and we played really good. We got to know Anderson County. It's a tough place to play. It's a team that's on the rise. It's an uncommon opponent, and then. We decided to schedule them during the season, So in 19 and 20, we won a state championships. We had tough, finding teams to play. We felt like this would be a good matchup. Maybe play during the regular season, maybe could play in the playoffs. But we all know last year, we played them twice, and, Martinez was both out of those games. They had a championship caliber football team a year ago, but without Martinez, I mean, they just kind of didn't know where to turn to. So here we are this year. It's just, I mean, we challenged our football team, 6 weeks ago, that Anderson County is hungry for what us in Greenville have been able to capture. And so this is their year. This is their team. They're seniors. They're older, and they got their guy. I mean, Martinez is Mr. Football finalist. He's as good as advertised. He makes them go. You're talking about, good running backs and Moog and no, you're talking about a good receiver and Val and number 14 and their passing attack, rushing attack, as a complete football team. I mean, they're a year older than we are, and they're a good football team. So there's so much respect there, so much respect to go there a second time. But we challenged our kids that we needed to play, and we needed to play well, and our guys did that. We got stops, we got the turnover. We found ourselves offensively. We got open versus man-to-man coverage. We made it a great game. Our guys laid it all on the line, and they gave us an opportunity to win. That was our kind of our coming out party, and it was really good to see. But really good football team that can throw it. We know that they can score at times, and they play really good defense as well. So they do. Got good schemes. They're good coached, so it's definitely a tough place to play as well.
Keys to beat them. What we got to do?
Well, I think for us offensively, you just got to be able to kind of score. You got to have your drives, and you got to have your time. Running, throwing it. We got to come up with some plays to equalize their offense, and maybe not kind of neutralize their offense a little bit in some ways. And I think our offensive line's got to do a great job between. A mixture of, keeping them off balance between running and throwing. And we got to be able to protect Dalton, and we got to be able to find lanes for Nate to go. And then I think, the second thing is what we did the last time is just no big plays. I mean, we've minimized a lot of the big plays. We made them line up and go again and go again and go again. And so, where Anderson County is really tough to stop is in the red zone, because they've got weapons, and then they've also got guys that, you got to stop the rushing attack there. So, if we can hold these guys to a field goal somewhere early in the game, and field goals aren't going to beat them, but man, we've got to be able to try to hold them to a field goal somewhere along in this game as well.
And back again at Anderson County High School. Yours truly, Tom Taylor, along Mike's side with our baseball coach, Ryan Presnell. By the way, congratulations to the Betsy Band, the state champions last weekend. We're not going to let that die anytime soon. We're very proud of the band, and so congratulations, folks. Hello to Kim Saylor. Hello, Deanna Ryder. It is audio tonight. So, it is audio only. We're going to say this one time. Say, Tom, are you bringing video or only audio? Just wondering. So, they said no video tonight. It's all audio. That's all we can do, and that's about simple as I can make it, Coach.
You paint a good picture. It don't matter.
There you go. So
I like it.
All right, we are 8 minutes away from kickoff. Again, the Anderson County Mavericks, again, second-ranked team in the state at 11-0, beating us 35-34 down here. We hope they haven't made the schedules out for next year. I hope we keep these guys on our schedule. I know we're picking up, we're reconnecting with Scienceville, reconnecting with Greenville. With Daniel Boone. Looks like we're going to pick up Morristown West, home and away. I think that's what Coach Holt told us. So I hope anyway. I love coming down here. These folks treat us like royalty. And so we hope we get a chance to keep this series going. Coach, keys tonight to win this football game. Coin toss about 8 minutes away. Keys tonight for the Cyclones to win this thing, get on down the road to what we will be a quarterfinal matchup in either Knox Gibbs or Greenville tonight.
Number one, be patient. This thing's going to come down in the fourth quarter. If it was my prediction, I think everybody here is probably going to do about the same thing. That means no turnovers and limit their big plays. We can't give up big plays. We can't give away the football. Number two, protect Dalton and enable Nate. That comes down that offensive line. This defensive look's going to be very odd for a lot of people tonight. If you're watching it, you're going to see basically the man-free defense. They're going to be really trying to cover up, man up on our receivers with two high safeties. And then probably 6 guys in the box are going to be bringing a blitz every single time. So it's a hard defense to go against, but if they can protect Dalton and keep him to 2 sacks or less and let Nate get 5-yard average, we're going to be looking all right. Last thing, we did this last week, pressure and cover. You have 4 sacks, 2 interceptions. If we've got 4 sacks and 2 interceptions, Tom, we're going to be there in the fourth quarter, and in the fourth quarter, anything can happen, brother.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. It is Veterans Day, and so they're paying salute to our veterans. Of course, got a big flag out on the field. It's being flapped by probably, 25 or 30 kids. It's a full flag going from the 20-yard line out to the 45. So we certainly recognize the veterans, because win, lose, or draw, Ryan Presnell, you know as well as I do.
Yep.
We're enjoying the freedom of this football game tonight in Anderson County High School, because folks gave the ultimate sacrifice in United States Navy, the Army, the Air Force, the Marines, and the Coast Guard to make sure we're free. So we can't, as long as I'm behind this microphone, we won't forget our veterans.
That's right. I've seen firsthand what it takes to have what we have in this country, and there's a lot of people that have a lot of problems with our country, but at the end of the day, those people probably never been anywhere else. And if you go other places and see what goes on in this world and what those people protect us from and what they keep us a buffer using literally their own lives, you'll appreciate what we have in this country. And I love this country, and kudos to Anderson County for a really good celebration here for veterans.
Absolutely. Win, lose, or draw, they're paying tribute to the folks that need to be paid tribute to, and that will be our veterans. Great job, Anderson County, for saying thank you to our veterans. They come out on the field carrying the American flag like we do, and also they got some POW and MIA flags as well. So it's giving me the goosebumps, I can tell you that.
Yeah,
so,
they do a good job.
Absolutely, no question. So had a chance, by the way, to speak. I got a chance to go read today to 3 different classes at Harold McCormick Elementary School. Miss Amy's class, Mrs. Birchfield's class, and Mrs. Hartsook's class. So hello to all those kids out there. They're going to be listening tonight. So hello to all the kids we got to read to today. We read the book called The Flag We Love. And we love the flag. We love this country. Here come your Cyclones down the far sideline and traveling white with black jerseys, orange and white piping down the breeches. There I go, being country, getting down the paints. Britches, I'm sorry.
Everybody listening to this knows what you mean,
yeah,
so it don't matter if it's country or not.
You're right.
It gets the point across.
You got it. So we're in our traveling white. Of course, Anderson County in their home all blue with white numerals and silver helmets. The Mavericks, again, second-ranked team in the state. They think it was a fluke for us to come down here and give them a 35-34 game in which they won. We feel like we have some unfinished business here, Coach. So, again, one more time, the keys to this football game, as we're ready to play this game here in the coin toss coming up momentarily. What's going to take for us to win and get to the quarterfinals next Friday night?
Really, to sum it up, it's Cyclone football, man. These kids have been around for the last 3 years. We got seniors that have been to the state championship 3 years running. They know what it takes to win this football game, and I think that might be the difference maker. Anderson County, they've got everything to lose, and we're just playing the underdog, which is an interesting spot for us to be in. Haven't been that way in a while, but I can tell you as a coach, I love playing underdog, and
Absolutely.
That's what we're doing tonight.
We are very much the underdog out here, folks. Our co-captains across the way, Teddy Orton, Wesley Shankles, also over there, Bradley Cannon, and I think the big man's back. Is that not Sam Bowers over there?
Yeah, he's going to be playing in a limited role tonight to start
awesome.
with, to make sure that he's healed up and he's where he needs to be. And then I'd say as the game progresses, if the need arises and he's okay, he'll be in there even more. That's a kid that grew up orange and black, man, just like a lot of these kids did, and I'm proud to see him out there.
Absolutely. We'll take a break. We'll get ready. The coin toss coming up next as the Cyclones come racing down the field out of the inflated helmet from left to right here on a 63-degree Friday night in Anderson County High School's Maverick Station County. Hello to Carol DeBose. Hello also to David Dalton. Also, we want to say hello to some more folks. Who else can we say hello to? David Whitehead, Daryl Willox, Shauna Lane, Tom and Mandy Holly, Marvin Smith, Liz Wandale, David Dalton. Who else, Coach? Let's see. Matt Gegley, Debbie Rasnick, Rochelle Bird, Ryan Thomas, Albert Hawks, Connie Foster, Eric Cannon. Let's see who this one is. Dickie Lou Cooter Canty, Jules Roberts, who makes the chocolate lasagna, Kim Saylor, Mike Campbell, Deanna Ryder, the First Lady of Cyclone Football. That would be Coach Ryder's wife. So thank you, kids, for being with us. Let's check the co-captains here for the Anderson County Mavericks. Number 14 will go out on the field. That would be Bryson Val. He's one of the great receivers of this football team. 34, Eli Davis. 54 for Anderson County will be Lucas May. And rounding things out will be number 20. Is that a 6 or a 5, Coach?
That's 5. He's a running back.
Gavin No. 6'1", 225, bruising running back and linebacker. His daddy's the PA man here who does a great job, by the way. Been very gracious to us down here. Thank you. We hear the knock. We go to Anderson County, they're a bunch of jerks. They are not. They treat us first class every time we come down here. We get the red carpet treatment. So
just like Elizabeth.
Just like Elizabeth.
They'll treat you well, but they're going to compete with you too.
Yeah.
So that's the way it should be.
And just like Greenville, we hear all the bad stuff. Every time we go to Greenville, we get nothing but the red carpet treatment. So thank you again to Anderson County High School and the great athletic director for making us feel wanted and taking care of us. Hello to Debbie Nave. Hello to Becky Fair. Hello to Troy Graybill, Debbie Whitson. Coin toss out on the field again. The winner gets Gibbs. Greenville winner next Friday night in Greenville. If Gibbs would upset Greenville, we'd win down here. I think the bracketing says we'd be back home, but that's a lot of ifs. So first thing we got to do is take care of business here. Again, early keys in this football game. What do you want to see early in this game tonight?
We need to keep it close in that first quarter. I mean, this offense for Anderson County is incredibly explosive. These safeties don't need to let anything behind them in this first quarter. Keep it tight. Let them know they're in a football game. That's going to have a big mental effect. You know, if they're able to put up 14 quick on us, you know, that's what champions do. You know, you got to keep that championship offense off the field. So to me, I'm really watching the defense. I'm watching our secondary most of all to see where they're lining up against these receivers and what kind of coverages we're in and if it's working or not. I know Coach Campbell, defensive coordinator, is going to be watching that as well. I think it's also incumbent on this offense protect the football. You know, I said it earlier in the pregame. Be patient. You know, we don't have to win this thing in the first quarter. And the fact of the matter is we're not. If we're going to win this game, it's going to be in the fourth quarter just like it was last time. It's going to come down to the same type of thing again. And we need to wait patiently, strike where we can, keep it tight, and be clean. You know, play that Cyclone playoff football.
Hello to Christy Vaughn. Hello, young lady. I was watching her knock the bottom out of the basket Wednesday night at the church house at Pleasant Beach. Hello, Misty Taylor down in Georgia in Sharpsburg. Hello to Shane Cantrell. Melissa Lindbergh watching in North Carolina, Laura Bailey. All these great folks are right back after this coin toss next here. We're live at Anderson County High School. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone second round playoff football.
One of our great sponsors on Cyclone football, again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursing.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
Back at Anderson County High School, yours truly, Tom Taylor. Mike Side again, along with my dear friend. I'm the reason I'm in Elizabeth and calling ball games because of Ryan Presnell, I can tell you that. Hello to Travis Johnson, Melissa Nichols, Brenda Grindstaff. Hello, darling. John Lee, Terry Moore. Play is one. We can't be denied. Thank you, sir. Mike Shields, hello. We're going to fix the sound. Sounds great now. Thank you. I turned it up. Lucy Fortner, again, sitting on top of the mountain. Hello, Crystal Van Huss. One of my favorite people. I got a lot of favorite people in the whole wide world. Yeah. I want to again publicly thank you.
Yeah.
First off, he's a brother in Christ. We prayed before the game. That's more important, in my opinion. But number two, seriously, he is the reason I'm at Elizabethton High School calling sports for this man right here. So I say this every time we get together, but I publicly want to thank you again. It's the best gig I've ever had. This community is so good to me.
I told you that day in McAllister's. I said, if you come over, you'll be hooked.
Yeah, I am.
You put that orange and black on, you're never going to want to take it off, bro.
It is such a special place. Gosh, get me tore up. All right, coin toss. Here we go. But thank you again for asking me to come be a part of the Cyclone Nation. It's awesome.
Well, I love you, and I'm fired up to call this game tonight. It's going to be a legendary one. I got a good feeling about it.
Sam Bowers, Teddy Orton, Wesley Shankles, and Bradley Cannon for the Cyclones across the way. Again, traveling white tops, black numerals trimmed out in orange, black bottoms with orange and white striping down the pants. The Cyclone Nation is here beneath us, loud and proud, I can tell you that. Lawsy mercy, they're ringing the cowbells. Again, the co-captains for Anderson County in all blue, white numerals, and silver helmets. And so coin toss is about to unfold here on a 63-degree rain-free night. The rain's come and gone. I guess it was Hurricane Nicole. She's come in and she's gone. So
she was good for my ryegrass on my baseball field. I'll tell you that. I appreciate her. It was dry, man. We needed that.
Yeah, thank you, Nicole, for doing that. That would be. We got the ryegrass coming up. Baseball season right around it ain't that far away, Chief.
It's crazy it gets here. Once you get to Christmas, it's on.
You got it. Coin toss, here we go. Hello, Janet Enzer.
Some players to look out for from Anderson County receiver Braden Miller, number 5. 14 touchdowns on the year. Bryson Val, 11 touchdowns. Walker Martinez, 44 touchdown passes with 73% completion rate. Sounds a lot like the line from Bryson Rollins. That's the type of quarterback you're going to see. Very good football club. Looks like we're going to get the football, though, first out. I like that call by Coach Whitten.
We are. We won the coin toss. We're going to get it first, folks. Getting ready to get this party started. The officials tonight, TSSAA, let's see. Your referees, B.J. Hilliard, umpire Jeff Hall, line judge Josh Sharp, lineman J.T. Coleman, back judge Matt Preston, side judge Reed Fletcher, field judge Alex Green, electric clock operators David Owens, who we met tonight, and the PCO is Brad Paul. And you are David, aren't you? Yep. And he prayed with us tonight, which I thought was really cool. So there you go. We always pray before the games. We unashamedly do that. And so we prayed, and our ECO, Mr. Owens, said, put me in there. I want to help pray. I want to pray with you guys. So we always pray for a safe broadcast and a broadcast that we represent the Lord well in what we say and what we do. All right, kick return back. We've got Jariah Griffin averaging 17 yards on the return. Also, Nate Stevens, 28 yards on the return. So we got a couple of guys back there that can scoot. Hello to Janet Enzer. By the way, Jimmy Enzer Jr. made me a golf ball. This cutout says Tom. I can't. On the bottom of it is a microphone with a black cowboy hat.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Jimmy Enzer Jr. from the bottom of my heart. That is really, really cool. I would give $1 million for that. Thank you. Hello to Amanda Hartley. We know her. Used to call her Bo Derrick. Looks like Bo Derrick. So, and she also looks like Scarlett O'Hara from Gone with the Wind. Hello, Mrs. Hartley. How you doing? All right, Cyclones getting ready to take on the going right to left here. The artificial surface, every 10 yards, it's dark green, light green, dark green, light green. So it's easy to kind of follow the football where we are here. Again, on a beautiful night, the winner moves on to the state quarterfinals. The losers eliminated. Can it be the orange and black tonight? We hope so. That's the goal to come down here. This is a business trip, folks. We're down here on business and a business to get a W and avenge the loss from earlier. Hello, Nicole Moore, Mike Jensen, Joseph Ibrahim down in Orlando. Hello, Candace Honeycutt, Rachel Wagner. Here we go. Larry Adams, part of the Cyclone Network. Anderson County kicking to left to right, getting this party started. It's a down the field knuckleballer picked up at the 9-yard line. It'll be Nate. He'll be to the 15. He'll go to the 20, gets outside of the 25. He's at the 30 to the 31-yard line. Nate Stevens returns at about 22 yards. First and 10 Cyclones coach on the 31-yard line. Again, Dalton Mitchell needs 32 yards, hit 1,000 this year in passing in only 7 games. It's an incredible stat.
It is, and couple that with a 1,000-yard rusher in Nate Stevens, and it's a really potent offense. It's hard to guard up. You got 7 receivers that have caught a football at some point this year, and we're going to try to spread the field. Also do a little power inside the tackles, and again, at this time of year, everybody can do that, and that's what makes it hard to defend. So it's going to be a fun first drive here to watch these Cyclones get to work.
Far hash mark working right to left. Stevens in the backfield, putting a man in motion from far side and near side as an up back is Kate Russell. Hand off to Nate. The skate will hit it to the 31 and hammered right back. And tackle made by one of the good ones on this football team. They got a bunch of them. Number 34 making a stop for Anderson County. Call out the name of Eli Davis, a 6'2", 220 linebacker. Drops him for no gain. Second down. The work on the right hash mark, working right to left. The wide side of the field to the near side got 2 backs this way, and Teddy Orton and Jariah Griffin. On a second down and 10, no gain on that one. Mitchell, opening drive of the ball game. Long count, Dalton. Hands off to Nate coming this side. Nate will crack it to the 33, 34. Not much more that time either. Calling out the name of 16, making the stop for Anderson County. That would be number 16, Andrew Meyer, the senior linebacker. Brings up a 3rd down and long now, Coach. 3rd down and about, what? 3rd down about 7?
I'd say
7 or 8?
Yeah.
Probably more of an 8. 3rd and 8 Cyclones. Anderson County underneath us here in the grandstands making some noise. 3rd down and 8 Cyclones. Ball on the 33. Just got started first quarter. Dalton Mitchell wants to throw. Steps up out of the pocket, running, coming to the near side, in trouble. Reverses his field, goes to the far side, looks and throws out to the flats. Going to be caught at the 25, up the field to the 30, to the 35. He stays on his feet to the 38, to the 39-yard line. Mitchell rolled to the near side, stopped, reversed his field, ran towards the far side, stopped, caught, and squared himself up and found Teddy Orton with a catch up the field to about the 38-yard line, short by about 3, Coach. 4th down, and Mason Williams comes on.
Yeah.
Williams, your punter, averaging 36 yards a punt and 24 punts.
Again, that interesting defense. There's not a guy out there with a hand on the ground. They're going to really bring the funk, especially on that 3rd and long, because they know we're trying to throw. But does a good job, gets rid of the football. Decent game. Let's flip the field.
Here's Williams on the punt off the side of his foot, hits it about the 45 or 35 and bounces around down inside the 30 to about the 29, where it's down there by Dry Griffin. Hello to Karen Edmondson. Sorry today at Food City. Hello, Amanda Hartley. She said hello. Hello, ma'am. Annette Forgy. Hello to you, young lady. Jason Sally. To the Peru's. Hello to Rachel Wagner. Hello to Bob Thomas in Dallas, Texas. Thank you all for watching. So here comes the first. Hello, Kerry Reed. Hello, Betty Lacey. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Walker Martinez will hand off, and he'll pound it to the 30, 31-yard line. We'll wrap him up. Our baseball team, I'm thinking of you. Our softball team has been stout. Wesley Shankles leads the flying to the football, Coach. Big tackle for Wesley. Shankles came into the ball game. Shankles with a total of 51 tackles. He just made number 52.
Yeah, you can feel both offenses just kind of using the run to fill it out right now. I think, like I said, they all know it's going to come down the 4th quarter. Don't want to do something crazy on your first drive.
So it's a 2nd down and about 7, picks up 3. Clock, first quarter, no score. Round 2 of the TSSAA playoffs. Martinez bubbles, screen to the near side of the pass, I should say. It's going to be batted away. Step for step, he went to Val and down around the 49-yard line. Teddy Orton went up in single coverage and batted the ball away, Coach. Again, Val's much taller, number 14. He goes. Bryson Val, 6'4". Teddy went up, batted that ball away, incomplete. Good job.
Yeah, super impressive kid in number 14, Val, for that offense. And I'm telling you, that's a matchup. If they can't get that ball, if they can't get that 15 to 20-yard pass, it's going to be a hard night for him, because running inside the tackles has been difficult for his football club.
3rd down and 7 from the 32-yard line. No score. 3 to the near side, wide side of the field. Long count for Walker Martinez, Mr. Football finalist. 1-step drop, looking, throws down the middle. Has got a man caught at the 50-yard line in traffic. We were there. We in double coverage. He just went up and got that ball, made the catch. Cade Russell brings him down, but the catch made for a Anderson County 1st down to Cole Phillips.
Yeah, that's kind of the bread and butter route right there. It's about a pretty skinny slant across, or excuse me, pretty fat slant across the middle, about 10 to 15 yards. That's a sweet spot for Martinez. We've got to make sure and lock that down, or it could be a long night.
14-yard pickup, picks it 1st and 10 to the 49-yard line inside Cyclone territory. Martinez hands off. He'll crack it to the right side between the guard and the tackle and get to about the 45-yard line. Stop right there. Cyclones up front defensively. You have in the middle, of course, number 63, Mr. Standby all season long. Eli Guess, the 6'2", 215 junior, number 63. And our ends are Mason Ball and Bradley Cannon. On a 3-man defensive front for the 45-yard line, picks up 4. 2nd and 6 from the 45. Handoff up the middle. He'll go to the 40. He'll go to the 35. Cuts to the outside of the 30. 25. He's at the 20. Inside the 20. Down about the 19-yard line. Rumbling down the field on the carry, number 18 for the Mavericks, Nick Moog, the 6', 215 junior. He's a bowling ball, and he gets it down to the 19-yard line, picks up big real estate, and it's a 1st and 10 inside the red zone for the Anderson County Mavericks of the 19. Long count. Martinez looking to the far sideline. Walker Martinez, the 6'1", 170 senior, 7:54 to go in the period, no score. But Anderson County inside the red zone, knocking on the door here. Cyclones showing that 3-man front. Guess, Ball, and Cannon. Martinez from the 19. Hands off up the middle. Big hole, no to the 15. Down inside the 14, down to about the 13-yard line. Brought down with the Cyclones, who makes the stop. Call out number 63. He's been there all season long. Coach Eli Guess makes a stop for the Cyclones.
Yeah, kind of tough on the Cyclone defense right now. That's what's tough defending against these guys is they've got a lead blocker in there, and they're kind of +1 on us right now, which makes it hard.
Guess came in with 50 tackles in the ball game. On the season, I should say. Handoff left side, takes it inside the 12, down to inside the 10, and it's a first down call. Working off left side, gets it down to about the 6. Mason Ball makes a stop for the Cyclones.
Yeah, Moog and No in that Maverick backfield. I mean, it's a really tough tandem to try to stop, and they're just basically running them in and out, in and out.
First and goal from the 6 for Anderson County. Knock on the door in the first quarter. On the handoff, comes to the near side, tries to turn the corner, helmet to helmet, gets stood up. They stop him, and he'll drop him back to about the 8 or 9 yard line. First Eli Williams, then Teddy Orton. They finally bring him down. Took about 5 Cyclones to wrap him and bring him down. Shankles, Williams, Cannon, Russell, and at the bottom of the play will be number 18, Dalton Mitchell, our quarterback, making a stop down inside. Well, they lose yardage from the 6. Let's see. Put it back to about the 8 yard line. So loss of 2, 6:26 to go in the period. Second and goal from the 8. Handoff up the middle. He got stutter stepped and got wrapped up. We drop him. He got the handoff, coach, kind of bobbled, kind of did a kind of herky-jerky move when he hit the line of scrimmage. We're right there to read it and call out the name of number 36 for the Cyclones, making a stop for Elizabethton. Xavier Smalls making the tackle.
Yeah, when you squish the field like this, you don't really get the +1 in the box because the safeties are able to come up. And that time, safeties are able to come up, outside linebackers get in the play and get a good stop.
Third and goal from the 6. He picked up 2 on that play. Third down and goal from the 6. No score at the 5:50 mark in the first quarter. Anderson County knock on the door and a nail-biter. So Walker Martinez audibilizing the line of scrimmage, got a single setback and got an extra up back there for the beef package. Third and goal from the 6. Martinez steps back, wants to throw, looks plenty of time, throw to the back of the end zone. It's going to be caught. Touchdown, Anderson County. Any flags? Let's see. 6-yard catch. Touchdown, Anderson County.
Yeah, way too much time right there. He stood back there for around 6 or 7 seconds. Really long developing play. They pretty much only sent maybe 2 receivers out, 9 guys standing there protecting, and that's going to be really tough if you give Martinez that much time. But again, really only ran 2 receivers out and 9 guys blocking. So filling it out. That was kind of the fear on that first drive, is letting them drive down the field. But hey, we're getting the ball back right here.
Martinez to hold here for the point after for Anderson County. First quarter 6-0. Ball down to low snap. He puts it on the tee, and he barely got it on the tee just in time. He one-hopped the back there. He takes it, Martinez gets it on the tee, and they split the uprights, and we've played 5 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 7-0, Anderson County. You're watching, or in this case, listening to Elizabethton Cyclones second-round football. Now this from Chick-fil-A.
I walked into Chick-fil-A completely outnumbered. My husband was away at military leadership training, and the kids were doing this. Miss Carol brought me water, something to eat, and then before I knew it, she was tying Margot's shoes up and carrying her out to the car.
It always makes me feel good if I help somebody.
I went in the next day because I just wanted to make sure she knew how much I appreciated her help.
I'm just so glad there was somebody there when she really needed it.
That's gonna go on my refrigerator.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher. Our butchers offer special orders, custom cuts, and even entire meal recommendations. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
Huh, I bet he'd be great at wrapping presents.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
Back at Anderson County High School, Ryan Presley, yours truly, Tom Taylor. Anderson County strikes first like they did the first time we were down here. Touchdown in the back of the end zone to Nick Moog. Coach, give us some numbers. An impressive start for Anderson County.
Yeah, 17th touchdown on the season for Moog, who's a running back. They did a little play-action pass and ran him up the middle, and he kind of emerges after picking his way through about 12 defenders. Goes back to the corner of the end zone. Really good throw by Martinez. Very good throw by Martinez. And, like I said, it's going to be a long game. If we're going to win it, we're going to win it in the fourth quarter. So nothing lost, nothing gained. We get the football back right here. Let's see if we can answer.
Let's say hello to some folks. Donna Townsend, hello, Coach T. Courtney Mathena, Amanda Rembrandt, Kent Farr in Fresno, California, Tim Carey in South Carolina, class of 80, hello, sir. Carolyn Blevins, Eleanor Rambo in Southport, North Carolina. Hello to Rachel Williams. The lady does so much to help us in the athletic department. She is awesome. Thank you, ma'am. Steve McKinney, Patsy Lyons, Weston Taylor, Glenn McQueen, Jerry Franklin, Ryan Owen, David Garland, Nicole Honeycutt Moore, Whitney Rasnick. Thank you all for being with us so much. Jason Barnett. Cyclones get the kick now. Connie Foster and Gail McPeak and Terry McPeak. Thank you all for watching, or in this case, listening to the broadcast. Keep saying watching. With audio only tonight. Here we go, Cyclones. Need a nice return, trailing 7-0 here. It's early, 5:28 to go in the first period. Anderson County kicking left to right here on an absolute perfect night. No rain. It's a gorgeous night, about 63 degrees here at Anderson County High School. They kick it away left to right, Anderson County. The Mavericks, he'll attack the football and kick it. He'll drive it deep. It's a returnable ball. It is not into the end zone. Automatic touchback. Hello to Shane Duggar and Judy Richardson and Jonathan and Kim Morton and Eric Cannon. Listening in Montgomery, Alabama, Jonathan Morton, thank you. Linda Vaughn, hello, young lady, yonder up Stony Creek. And Shane Duggar and Alicia Klein. And also Eliza Honeycutt. So there you go. 1st and 10 Cyclones, Coach. Our first offensive set, not much. What do you see different this time out?
Well, I think it's pretty well shown. You're just going to throw the football just a little bit to loosen up this defense. If you don't, they're going to put a bunch of guys in the box. It's not going to work. Dalton
Mitchell, bubble screen far side. They heard to the 20 and dances about the 21-yard line. Not much. Catch made. Tackle made immediately on the catch by Jeriah Griffin. And a tackle made by number 10. That's Dalen Cole, the 5'11 junior for Anderson County. Picks up a couple. Give him a pickup of 3 total to the 23-yard line. 2nd and 7, far hash mark, working right to left, looking into the scoreboard here at Anderson County High School. Mitchell, single setback is Nate Stevens. 2 to the near side, wide side of the field, 2 that way. Low snap coming out of the shotgun over the middle. He's got a man, Jeriah. Got Griffin over the slant pattern out to the 39-yard line. A double C Western Supply first down, a 16-yard catch on the slant. Jeriah Griffin wide slap open. That will be catch number for Jeriah, number 28, and now number 29 of the season, Coach.
Yeah, they try to bring the house right there. The offensive line does a good job of holding it up. Jeriah floats right in there behind those linebackers. Great pass, great catch.
39-yard line, and Teddy Orton took off down the field and missed the cadence. It'll be a legal procedure. Teddy on the snap jumped too soon. Jeriah Griffin, Teddy Orton, and Cade Russell to the near side, the wide side of the field. 5-yard penalty, goes back to the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15. 7-0 Anderson County first quarter. Mitchell, 3 to the near side, the wide side of the field. Dalton, and now to Jeriah Griffin, and Anderson County had to burn a timeout. One of the guys came up limping, number 50, racing off the field, didn't get out in time, and Jaden Bullock, the 6'2", 290 senior, he's a load. He didn't get off the field in time, and Anderson County had to burn a very critical timeout, Coach.
Yeah, they did. It's awful early in the first quarter to be burning that one down, but I think a good decision right there because that 5-yard penalty on us is a really big deal. So definitely worth the timeout right there to keep that 5 yards.
There's 3 auctions going on right now, again, at Collins & Company. And just go to collinsandcompany.com. And you've got 1, 2, 3 auctions. One of them's it's an antique auction, got 860 lots on it. The other one's got like over 500 lots. So, and again, there's a big auction coming up at Milligan Highway next Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend in a couple of weeks. So, best thing to do is just go to that website, Collins & Company, and go to bidding and bid to your heart's content. There's a lot of good things on there right now. Big thanks to David Collins. Collins & Company. Again, you go to Collins & Company. Okay, Coach, where do you see that, buddy?
You looking for a web address?
There you go, collinsandcompany.
Highbid. That's a lot.
Yeah.
We're probably not going to get that one out.
No, just go to collinsandcompany.info. I think is what he told me to say today.
There you go.
And happy bidding, as they say. Cyclones, 1st and 15 from the 34-yard line after the penalty. Trailing 7-0. Dalton Mitchell, play action, throws downfield, got a man, came back on the short route, went down the field and came back, makes the catch at about the 36-yard line, picks up about 3. On the first down call, it was Teddy Orton. So Orton makes the catch to the 30, mark it at the 36-yard line, 7-0 Anderson County. 3 to the near side, wide side of the field. 2nd and 12 from the 36, working on the far hash mark, working right to left. Mitchell, bubble screen near side, caught Jeriah. Jeriah tries to spring free, can't. They bottle him up and stop him at the 37-yard line. He kind of slipped for just a second, about a half a step, and that gave him a chance to get the football. Cam Baker out to the block for him. Tackle made by the secondary for Anderson County brings up a 3rd and a long 11 for the Cyclones, trailing 7-0 on their own 37-yard line.
Awful lot of speed on that interior that's catching up to that bubble screen that's making it out there before he can get past that initial block. Good block by Cam Baker. Just too many guys there too quickly to make that thing work.
Cade Russell, Jeriah Griffin, Luke Whaley on the far side, Teddy Orton on the near side. Passing situation, obviously. 3rd and 11 from the 37 to the 48 to move the sticks. Dalton Mitchell, 3-step drop, looking, flushed out of the pocket. To the far side, looking, has to stop, tries to get, he's going to be sacked and brought down to the 25-yard line. Tried to stop and plan to throw. They have him covered downfield, and 4 made the stop. That would be Israel Small at 25 with a sack, Gavin No. And so Anderson County stops us again offensively. We've got to punt the football. We trail 7-0. Tackle for loss back to the 26-yard line. So,
yeah, really a scheme block right there because they've got 3 or 4 guys that just aren't even touching the ground. They're just running amok, and it's very effective. It confused their offensive line. Somebody missed a block, and he was right there to wrap Dalton up.
Williams on the kick on a 4th and 22. Ball hits and takes a cyclone roll on inside the 40, down inside the 35, go down to the 34-yard line. And downing the football for the Cyclones will be number 28, the judge, Justice Wallen, the freshman. Big series right here, Coach. We trail 7-0. They've got the momentum for the moment. Here at the 2:59 mark in the first quarter, we trail 7-0. We got to stop them right here. So
yeah, sure do. Got to have this defense do what they've done all year long. And we talked about stopping the big play. Anderson County kind of realized who they are and ran 5-yard runs all the way down the field on us.
1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. 2:59 to go in the stanza. It is a 7-0 Anderson County lead. No, your single setback. 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Ball in the middle of the field. For the all-blue, silver-helmeted Mavericks, 2nd in the state at 11-0. Against our Cyclones at 6-4, winners of 5 in a row. Walker Martinez, play action, throws sidearm, incomplete on a slant pattern. He got popped. He went up to get it, couldn't come down with a great hit by Nate Stevens. He lowered the boom on him, incomplete. As he went on a slant pattern, Coach, and he shot him high, and Val was the man who went after. He paid for it. Pretty good hit put on by Nate Stevens, incomplete.
Yeah, really good read by Dalton as well. He comes up and makes sure it's a definite incomplete. Be careful right there because they like to run a lot of stuff off that little slant and go deep on you. So got to watch out for that deep.
2nd and 10, 34-yard line. Ball on the near hash mark, working left to right. Martinez sidearms it down the field. Caught. Oh, nice catch. Went up to get that one. Dalton Mitchell made the tackle, but he went up to catch. He came down hard on his hiney, and he's laying right there. That had to hurt on a cool night to hit that turf, and now the officials say, come get him. He caught that ball and went down. Dalton upended him when he made the catch. He went up high to get it, and he's not moving.
Yeah, I think he's hurt pretty serious. He's asking for some help.
I think he got the wind knocked out of him. The catch made by
5.
Braden Miller, number 5, the senior. He's going to be okay. He got his bell rung, knocked the wind out of him, and he'll trot to the near side. Hello to the First Lady of Milligan University basketball, Barb Robinson, who at one point was a national javelin champion in college.
That's pretty impressive.
You might be a redneck if you throw a javelin in college.
Well,
that's pretty impressive.
If you go hunting with it, you might be a redneck. But throwing the javelin, that's an Olympic sport. So.
Hello, Mrs. Robinson. That's
Sweet
good
lady.
stuff. Yes,
Love
she is
Barb
sweet.
Robinson.
Yes, we do. 1st and 10, 46-yard line, 2:33 to go in the period. We trail 7-0. Hand off to No. No will go to the 50. He'll crack it off left side and barrel inside the 50 down to the Cyclone 47-yard line. Picks up about 7 on the play on the first down call. 2:15 to go, first quarter. 7-0 Anderson County. No huddle offense. Ready to go. Our linebackers made the stop. Hand off to No. No again cracks to the 45 down to the 43. Tackle made that time by the Cyclones. Come up off that play, young man. Who gets that tackle at the bottom, Coach? That would be number 63 again. He's been everywhere in the first quarter. That would be Eli Guest, the junior nose man.
Yeah, I like what Coach Campbell did right here. Brought in another defensive lineman. They're just getting an incredible amount of push, and we're getting no pass rush. They're making us commit. That's kind of part of the chess game here. We're going to have to commit. We're going to have to get a pass rush, and some run defense, or we're not going to slow them down. I mean, this offense, it's been a while since we saw them, but they've gotten better.
Absolutely.
They're running like a well-oiled machine right now.
They have definitely gotten better. 43-yard line, 1st and 10, 1:54 to go in the opening period. On the Cyclone 43, working left to right. Walker Martinez, high snap, bobble the football. He's in trouble, and he's going to go down to the 50-yard line. Tackle for loss of 7 on the play. Xavier Smalls there. Also guest again and also in the play for the Cyclones. Big Mason ball number 82, Coach.
Yeah, big football play right there. And, you know, in this playoff situation, something like that can really cost you. Your offense is really driving. Now you're looking at a 2nd and 18 instead of a, you know, probably 2nd and 4 or 5 the way they're running the football. But good job by our defense to get in there and scoop it up. You really got to know where these sticks are, man. They've probably got at least 2 plays in them to get this first down.
49-yard line, 2nd and 16. A minute 10 to go, opening period. Walker Martinez, definite passing situation. Down the field, it's going to be incomplete in between Dalton Mitchell and Nate Stevens. Val was the intended man down around the 35. We bat that ball down incomplete, Coach. Great read by our defense. Brings up a 3rd down and 16 now at the 49-yard line. Hello to Penny Peters, Marcia Barnett, Jimmy Stout from Georgia, Coach Leslie Bradley, Royale Kimbrell, Eliza Honeycutt, Alicia Klein. Thank you all. 3rd and 16 from the Cyclone 49, down to the 33 to move the sticks. Long time. Martinez downfield's got a man down there and overshot him, incomplete. Down around the 30-yard line.
Oh, man.
And a penalty flag on the Cyclones.
Tough call.
He overshot the intended receiver downfield. It was number 3, the intended man, Zeke West, and the man in the white hat is about to tell us, I think it's going to be roughing the passer. Let's see.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be roughing the passer. He waited for a while to call it, and I was kind of wondering, is he going to call it? It could have been a tad late, depending on where you fall, but the white hat says it was late, so guess what?
Personal foul.
Yeah, roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer. Automatic first down for Anderson County. We had stopped him. And not only does it not make first down, but it's a big chunk of real estate all the way down to the Cyclone 34-yard line. That is a big play in this ballgame.
Yeah, you know, you got to bring pressure, and you want to pressure their quarterback, and you get in there, and, you know, just a hair late. Not a dirty play at all, just a hair late, and the white hat was there to see it.
34-yard line. Who was the guilty party, by the way? I was watching downfield the passing play.
I believe it was Bradley Cannon. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that's who it was.
34-yard line, 1st and 10. Big play for Anderson County to get the football back. We'd stopped them, and now they got new life on our 34 now. Flag comes out of the defensive backfield. Maybe delay of game. Let's see. Man in the white hat will say illegal procedure. Huh. Legal motion, legal procedure back to the 39-yard line. So it's 1st and 15 now. 59 seconds to go in the period. Anderson County leads 7-0. We'd stopped them, and now a roughing the quarterback penalty gives them new life, and now a misfire on them and a legal procedure. Handoff coming to the near side. Turns, tries to get outside, bounces outside into the 35. He's down to the 32-yard line.
Goodness.
Hammered out of bounds. This guy can run it. Bradley can, or rather Mason Ball, and Teddy Orton making a tackle. Running the football, Coach, who is at number 18. That's Moog again, big Nick Moog. The 6'1", 215 junior's been in the weight room. He's got arms look like tree trunks to the 30-yard line.
Moog and No, man, that's a tough combination.
It is.
They're platooning out every single play. I really like that concept.
1st and 15 now. I'm sorry, corrected myself. 2nd and 6 from the 30-yard line. Clock, 51 seconds to go in the period. 7-0 Anderson County. Martinez hands off to No. We're getting a 1-2 dose of Moog and then No, and they're both very, very good running backs. We stuff them this time. We take it from the 30. They'll crack it to the 29-yard line, right up the gut between the center and the right guard, and at the bottom of the play, get up there, Cyclone. Xavier Smalls making the stop for the Cyclones. Good job by Xavier. He's up on that front wall. We got a 4-man front. Guess, Smalls, Ball, and Cannon. The ball to 28. 24 seconds to go in the period. 7-0 Anderson County. Brings up a 3rd and 4 from the Cyclone 28 to move the sticks, obviously, to the 24-yard line. Near hash mark, working left to right. Martinez. Couple 4-yard line. He's gang tackled by the Cyclone defense. And let's see who is at the bottom of this play this time. It will be, again, Xavier Smalls and Wesley Shankles, but it may be enough. Let's see the spot of the football. I think they got it, Coach. First down with 13 seconds to go in the period.
Yeah, it's impressive to watch this offensive line work. They're really doing a good job and pushing this defensive line around. We got to figure something out here on this break. We really got to get in that backfield and wreak a little havoc if we're going to slow them down.
First quarter's in the books. We go to the break by telling you at the end of the first quarter your score. Cyclones and Anderson County. Anderson County leads at 7-0. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclones second round playoff football.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
How about new furniture for only $1 a day? At Cannon's, you can get your new furniture for about $1 a day and pay no interest. Over 700 items for only $1 a day. Plus, it's all in stock. No waiting, and you could be enjoying your new furniture tonight. Come to Cannon's today and save.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
End of the first quarter, 7-0 Anderson County. Coach, some other scores around the area. What's going on?
Yeah, right now Cloudland getting beat 14-0 in the second quarter by Oliver Springs. Daniel Boone up 3-0 over Knox Central in the second quarter. Greenville 27-0 over Gibbs in the first quarter. Wow, that's an impressive score. Hampton getting beat right now by Monterey 7-0, a team that put Happy Valley out last week. Science Hill up 14-7 on Farragut. Let's see, Unaka right now 14-12 down with Coalfield, and a team that was expected to blow them out, but Coach O'Brien up there has got those guys rolling, working hard down there at Coalfield, trying to get another playoff win. Those guys are hungry, so they're down by 2 right now in the first quarter.
Had O'Brien been on the show earlier this week. Love O'Brien been a great guy. Hello to Rita Boer. Think the world of you. Chris Payne. Hello, Painster. What are you doing? Macy Andrews. The Lucas's better half. Mrs. Andrews with child. It's awesome. Sarah Harden from Buckhannon, West Virginia. Saw Sarah the other day.
Buckhannon?
Buckhannon, West Virginia.
Not Buchanan, right?
No, it's Buckhannon.
Buckhannon.
She and I have been to the T&L hot dog stand when we were younger. Hello, Sarah Stonecker Harden. What a nice lady. Kim Saylor, Matt Googe, Michael Moore in Fort Carson, Colorado. Wendy Sams, Neil Hartley. Hello, sir. Brody Adams, James Johnson in North Carolina. Amy Whitson, Greg Hyder, Dixie McDuffie, Misty Taylor in Georgia, Sonia and Jack Cole. Getting ready to start the second quarter, Coach. First quarter, what's your assessment, sir? We trail 7-0.
Well, it wasn't a nightmare, but it was kind of close. You know, offensively, not able to get a whole lot going, and defensively, Anderson County's kind of had their way. But, again, we got a really good coaching staff that has a good plan, kind of squishing the field. You know, Anderson County's offense gets a little difficult inside the 20 with everything they try to do in a limited space. It gets a little difficult, so let's see if we can make a big stand.
First and 10, 24-yard line. Anderson County on our 24, starting the second period. Martinez will line him up, a couple of upbacks to the near side. He'll hand off that way, trying to get outside, turns the corner to the 25, and his ankle tackled and brought down to the 22. Big play there thanks to the tackle made by Zeth Mullins. Zeth came into the ball game second on the team of tackles. First time we called him tonight, so thank you, Zeth Mullins. Good job, sir. So, brings up a second down and 7 at the 21-yard line. Picks up 3 on the play. 7-0 Anderson County first half here at the 11:28 mark. Walker Martinez hands off to Moog. Moog to the 20, and he stood up, bounces off our guys, and falls forward and gets a surge down to about the 17-yard line. We stood him up at the 20, Coach. It's only going to get one. He picked up 4 or 5 as he went up the gut. Picked up by Wesley Shankles and Xavier Smalls on the tackle.
Yeah, he's kind of going to the ground, and we hit him and knocked him forward for 4 yards. Of course, with the way this kid's running football, you don't want to take a chance because he's stayed on his feet really well.
Hello, Brandy Porch and Steve McCauley and Phil Maupin and Karen Gentry. 3rd and 2, Anderson County on the Cyclone 16-yard line. We're showing a 4-man front. We trail 7-0, 10:51 to go first half here on a beautiful rain-free night in Anderson County High School. Rain is gone. Set up shop. Gavin No will be the single setback. He'll get the handoff, turns the corner at the 15 and down inside and got the first down. Needed 2 and got more from the 16. They'll mark it down to about the 11-yard line. First down Anderson County at the 10:33 mark in the first half, Coach. They powered themselves in and got the first down.
Yeah, if you're Anderson County right here, you're happy just to run a football. I mean, the way they're really controlling inside the tackles is very impressive. And we've made some adjustments. It's just not seeming to work right now.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line. Martinez hands off to No. No goes up the back of his Hogs and down to the 5 and stumbles forward down to the 4-yard line. It is just power football right here now, folks. They line them up with the Hogs up front, and they're blown off the line. Again, a no-huddle offense down to the 4-yard line. On a second down call, handoff to nose down inside, touchdown Anderson County. No hammers it in from 4 yards out, and the Cyclones trail 13-0 first half here at the 9:59 mark. Coach, it's an impressive power football offense so far for Anderson County.
Yeah, it really is. If you're a defensive coordinator right now, really the only answer you got is just to put another guy in the box. I mean, they're keeping everyone inside the box, and they're saying, if you can stop our run, that's fine, but that's what we're going to do. And they're really relying on 2 lead blockers for every football play, and it's going to be hard to stop with the set we're in.
13-0, Cyclones trail it. Point after on the scoreboard end of the stadium here. Martinez to hold it long enough, deep enough, and it is a 14-0 first half lead. We'll come back, see what we can do on this next kickoff. We need to get something going. We'll do that after this break. From Cannon Dental, you're watching or listening to Elizabethton Cyclones second round playoff.
So I'm Dr. Beth Cannon of Cannon Family Dental. We do a little bit of everything, cosmetic dentistry, general dentistry. We see all ages of patients. I like that patients are comfortable with bringing their family here. With smaller children, they're some of my favorite patients to see. We always try to make that first visit super happy, where they get to come in, sit in the chair, see how they get pictures of their teeth and get their teeth brushed with a little silly brush. There's multiple families that have been with me since the beginning, and their kids were, my kids' age, like 7, 8 years old, and now they're grown up driving. They drive to their own appointments and make their own appointments, which is wonderful, and getting to see the kids and grow up with them. It's great to be a part of that. So if any of you are looking for a new dentist, we would love to have you join our family. Definitely give us a call if you'd like to come in.
Back at Anderson County High School, we got to get something going here. We're down 14-0 at the 9:59 mark in the first half. This is the time to do it right here. A little orange and black comeback. End over end kick. It'll go out of bounds on the far side at about the 15-yard line.
It's a good break.
That's a good start. Cyclones will get the football in pretty good field position, trailing 14-0 on a Gavin No 4-yard run and also a Moog 6-yard catch for Martinez. Coach, describe as a former running back yourself what we're seeing out here in Moog at 6'1", 215 junior, and also Gavin No, 6'1", 225 senior. We're getting a dose of we're getting a dose of Moog. That's
it's Thunder
pretty
and
tough.
Lightning,
You got that right. Thunderbolt Lightfoot.
And that offensive offensive line just doing a superb job. Again, 2 tight ends in the backfield, just basically smash mouth football, which I like to watch. So.
1st and 10, Cyclones at the 35-yard line. Head off left side. They call Nate Stevens at the 40. He's at the 45. Nate Stevens out to about the 48-yard line. That's a start. 13-yard blast by Nate off that left guard, left tackle. Picks up a double C Western Supply first down to midfield for Nate. A 15-yard pickup. That's a start. To the near side, Jariah Griffin. And also out there for the Cyclones, number 15 will be Luke Whaley. On the far side is Teddy Orton. 1st and 10 at midfield. 14-0 Cyclones. Here we come on an orange and black comeback. Jariah Griffin in motion from far side and near side. Hand off to Nate. Nate will crack it inside the 50. He'll get to the 48-yard line. Working off left side behind the left guard and left tackle. Up front for the Cyclones, the Hogs. Big number 70 over there making some holes for us. Our senior Dylan McDuffie doing a great job following up his back. Duffy the center tonight. Also, Caden Drain over there on that left side, Coach, and we're making some holes. It's a 2nd down and 8. The ball at the 48-yard line. First half score, 14-0 Anderson County here. Mitchell audibilizing on a 2nd down and 8 with 15 on the play clock. Dalton's got plenty of time, wants to pass. Looking, flushed out of the pocket, throws downfield. It's going to be caught. 35-yard line to the 30. Inside of the 29-yard line, picks up about 21. Down the middle on the catch. Who got it? Turn around. Luke Whaley making the catch for the Cyclones, Coach. First down, double C Western Supply. First down, we're starting to move the football now.
Yeah, super throw by Dalton right there. Just threads the needle. Really gets this offense moving. If we can run it and throw it and spread it out, we can come back right here in this quarter.
20, right at a 20-yard pass play. 1st and 10 Cyclones on the Anderson County 28-yard line. Dalton Mitchell over the 1,000-yard mark passing in this season for the senior. What a season this kid's had in 7 games. Toss sweep to Nate, and they'll blow it up because one of the Cyclones out of Cadence jumped. It's illegal procedure. Let's see who it looked like from here. Turn around. I think it was Luke Whaley. Let's see. Turn around. Yep, Luke jumped a little early now, slot. So it's an illegal procedure against us. Back to the 34-yard line on the penalty. Back to the 33 to be exact. So it's 1st and 15. Clock, 8:14 to go in the first half. We're on the move here. We trail 14-0. Dalton again audibilizing the line of scrimmage for the Hogs up front. Here's what we're going to run, guys. Here it is from the 34-yard line. Dalton hands off to Nate. Nate gets inside to the 30, inside to the 29-yard line. Just chipping away. Nate following the block up front by number 50 for the Cyclones. Seth Campbell, the 6'4", 315 sophomore off that right side. Coach gets it down to the 28. Second down. 7:55 to go till the half. We trail 14-0. So McDuffie snapping the ball, centering tonight for the injured Sam Bowers. 2nd and 10 for the 20, or 2nd and 8 for the 28. Hand off to Nate. Nate will be stood up and dropped at the 28 for no gain. Coming off that right side, they bottled him up. Coming up off the bottom of the play will be number 18 making the stop. It should be Moog, and it is. Goes both ways, and a big stop there. It brings up a third down, Coach, and about 3rd down and 10 now from the 28-yard line.
Yeah, if you're the Cyclones, you know with that run right there, you're just trying to get a couple of yards because we're definitely going to go for it on 4th down. So you got 2 plays to get this 10 yards.
3rd and 10 from the 28-yard line. Mitchell, long count, 14 seconds on the play clock, and now offsides, I think, against Anderson County. That jumped in the neutral zone. They did. We get a 5-yard gift, so it's 3rd and 5 now. Down inside the 25 to the 23, much more manageable. Hello to Tina Westgate, Tom Turbyfield, Amber Maxwell, Christy Shell, Preston Darling, Sally Whitehead, Thomas Dillard. From the 18-yard line, Dalton's got time over the middle. It's going to be caught at the 10. He's at the 5, and Cade Russell, touchdown, Cyclones.
Golly, what a play.
What a play. Cade Russell over the middle. Caught it, spun out of the defender's hand to the 5. Fought and clawed and digged and scratched. He's in. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Golly, great throw by Dalton. Great catch. I don't know if that was a one-handed catch, but he sure went out there to get it. So, super play for the Cyclones. And just like these kids have done all year, everybody's kind of looking at it going, uh-oh. These kids don't do that. They come back, get 7 right here, bring us within the 1 touchdown.
11th touchdown of the season for Cade Russell. What a second effort by our senior. Holding the ball, Whaley. Point after Campbell. He's 39 out of 39 of the season for the sophomore. Whaley, good snap. Ball down. It's up. It's in over in. It's long enough. It's deep enough, and it is good. He's 40 for 40. We're right back in this football game. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone playoff football, 14-7 Anderson County in the second period. Back after this from one of our great sponsors, the good folks from Carter County Bank.
This is Andrew McKeon, president of Carter County Bank. Carter County is blessed with amazing characteristics. Natural beauty, caring people, and locally owned small businesses all make our community one of the best places in America to live. Remember to support Carter County small businesses with your purchases, because for every $100 you spend at a Carter County owned business, $45 stays here to create local jobs and support our schools. When you spend $100 at a national chain store, only $14 remains in our community. So no matter where you roam, hurry back home. Let's pull together to support local business and make our community even better. Carter County Bank is big on small business, locally owned and managed to support our first priority, Carter County and the people who live here. Visit any of our branches or go online to cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is a division of Bank of Tennessee, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Big Country, and you're watching my buddy Tom Taylor in the Elizabethton Cyclone Sports.
We've cut it in half, folks. 14-7. Cade Russell's 11th touchdown catch, his 11th touchdown of the season. And Dalton Mitchell with his, 11th touchdown pass this season. 14-7 Anderson County at the 6:57 mark to halftime. Yours truly, Tom, there along with Ryan Preswell. Coach, an impressive drive. What was the difference? The first 2 drives, not much. This drive, we took it right down the field, took it right to him.
Well, I think Coach Whitten committed to throwing the football and said we're going to have to throw the football. If we just try to run against these guys with everything they're throwing at us up front, we're not going to be able to. So throwing the football, we're able to establish a throw, and hopefully that'll help us establish the run on the next drive. So really good job by those receivers of getting open. I'm telling you, we've got one of the best receiving corps in the state. Guys know how to get open. They know how to fit in places, find the green, get open. Dalton, man, what a throw.
What a throw.
That ball was absolutely torched across the football field. Cade makes a big play, and if you're the defensive coordinator for Anderson County, you're kind of going, well,
where'd he come from?
I got a decision to make. Am I going to continue to slam this box full, or am I going to try to cover that up? Because that looks pretty stinking good.
Good point. Hey, tomorrow, if you're out and about, you're looking for something from Chick-fil-A to watch the Tennessee ball game tomorrow, be sure and call 297-1266, and they can take care of you. If you need a tray for tomorrow's game or for the holiday, whatever, a Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, home of the Autumn Spice Milkshake. Williams on the kick. He drives it far and wide and down the field out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. A little fog dropping in here a little bit, Coach, and around the stadium lights here. Not a lot, just a little bit of fog at the top of the stadium lights. 14-7 Anderson County. Clock at 6:57 on halftime. Another big defensive set. We stopped them last time, and that roughing the passer got on the football, got him down, and allowed him to score the touchdown.
Yeah, again, it's just got to be clean. These games, little things like that can just really cost you. Got to be clean right here. Let's get a good, clean stop, make them punt it. Let's get the football back and put one on them right before half.
1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Walker Martinez, the Mr. Football finalist, he's a dandy. No, his single setback. Wide receiver, 2 to the near side and 2 to the far side. From the 35-yard, 1 to the far side, rather, from the 35-yard line. Working right to left, looking into the scoreboard. No, bubble screen near side, caught. He's in trouble, turns the corner. Great bring down by Zeth Mullins to drop him to the 39-yard line. He caught it out of the backfield, had a lot of real estate down the near sideline. Zeth said, no, you don't. And number 7 dropped him to the 39-yard line. Great read, Coach, on the bubble pass here to the near side. And a catch made, but a great stop by Zeth Mullins.
Yeah, he did a good job of jumping that. And the Miller kid did a good job of getting 3 or 4 yards. So good football play all around.
Hello, Kelly Lyons. Thank you for watching. 39-yard line. Picks up 4. 2nd down and 6. 6:25 to go to halftime. We trail 14-7. 4-man front again for the Cyclones. The 4-man front's working. The 3-man not so much, but the 4-man is, and that extra body. Hand off to No to the near side, short side of the field, turns the corner, gets banged out of bounds. Guess who got him? Oh, Eli Williams, our leading tackler, is 77 coming in. That's brute force there, number 16. He turned the corner, No. He'll come off the field. Moog will go in his place now. A 3rd down. Great read by Eli Williams, our linebacker. Brings up a 3rd down and about 4. They'll get a couple of yards on the play to the 41-yard line. Ball to near hash mark. Clock rolling. 6:09 to go, or 6:10 to go to the first half. We trail 14-7. From the 41-yard line. 2 to the far side, the wide side of the field. 1 to the near side, the short side. Martinez with Moog now, your single setback. From the 41-yard line, Walker Martinez throws out there in single coverage. It's going to be caught wide open to the 40. At the 35 to the 30 and to about the 27-yard line. He went up and made that catch. Val, big-time catch, and puts him in great field position. 1st down, Anderson County, Coach, down at the 27-yard line of Elizabethton.
Yeah, not sure what happened right there. Busting coverage. Nate kind of squatted in about a 15-yard zone, and then the safety, Cade Russell's a little late getting over there. Not sure what happened, but clearly a busted coverage.
27-yard line, big play for Anderson County. 1st and 10 with the Mavericks here. Clock 6:01 to go till halftime. We trail 14-7. 3 to the near side, the wide side of the field. They're working off the far hash mark, right to left, looking into the scoreboard here. Walker Martinez with Moog back there. He'll give the handoff to Moog. He'll go to the short side of the field to the far side and get to about the 26. That's about all. Good read by the Cyclones. Who's over to make the stop? Nate Stevens, and also, Coach, call out the name of who? Let's see. Turn around. He's blocked by Mason. Ball is behind Mason. I can't tell who it is.
Mason blocks half the football field.
Teddy Orton. Teddy making the tackle. Good job, Teddy. Picks up 1. 2nd and 9 at the Cyclone 26-yard line. We trail by a touchdown. Anderson County on the move here at the 5:30 mark to halftime. Martinez again, far hash mark, working right to left. Martinez will hand off, coming to the near side, the wide side of the field, cuts up inside Moog. He'll go inside the 25, and he'll get down to about the 22-yard line. Picks up 3 or 4 in the play. So Nick Moog toting the mail. Stop made by Wesley Shankles for the Cyclones. And also in on the play, call out the name of, once again, number 63. He's been there all night long already, Eli Guess. 3rd and 5 from the 22-yard line. We got to stop him right here, down to the 17 to move the sticks. At the 4:58 mark till halftime, we trail 14-7. Another big play here. 3rd and 5 from the 22. Martinez wants to hand off to No. No tries to string out of the far side of the 20. He's in trouble. He's not going to get it. Cyclones stop him. Let's see where they spot the football. He cracked it down inside the 20 to his credit. Kept driving his legs down to the 19, down to the 18, to the 17 for a 1st down. I don't think he got it, Coach.
He did not. It's going to be a yard short and looks like actually a long yard, so probably about a yard and a half. I know people are listening. You know this is a big football play with the game 14-7, but this right here, this football game could turn right here on this football play.
Nate Stevens in to make the stop for the Cyclones. 4th and 1 from the 18. They need to move it 1 yard to keep the sticks going here. They're going to come with a power of formation on the backfield. They got 3 backs back there. They got the bunch package, the meat package, call it whatever you want to. They need 1 yard, and they got it and then some. First down. He hurdled over the right guard and drops it into about the 16-yard line to get the first down. Mason Ball there to make the stop. Also for the Cyclones, coming off the play again will be Teddy Orton. Check that, Eli Williams. And the first down, Anderson County, about the 16.5-yard line. Didn't get it by much, but they got it. 1st and 10, 3:54 to go to halftime. Anderson County up 14-7. They'll get the second half kickoff, by the way. Coming up at halftime, we'll talk to our principal, Dr. John Mitten. 14-7, 3:44, clock rolling first half here. Walker Martinez with 17 on the play clock. Gets his instructions from the sideline here beneath us. A beautiful night. Play action. He goes to the end zone. He's out there. Touchdown. 17-yard play. Play action. Faked it to the running back. Step back, and Martinez rifles one down the middle to the awaiting Val. And it's a 17-yard touchdown to Anderson County. At the 3:27 mark in the first half. They answer the bell. They lead at 20-7, Coach.
Yeah, really good football play right there. It's going to be hard to defend, and they've kept everybody in the box. Really ran one route and said, it's our guy versus your guy, and their guy won right there.
20-7 now. They'll go for the point after on the scoreboard end of the stadium. Martinez the hold. That would be his second touchdown of the night, number 47 on the season, or 46 rather. Here's a kick, and it's a low kick, and that one didn't go. Missed it badly, and the Cyclones may have got a break here. They missed the point after. We'll see if it comes back to haunt them. We'll come back and see what we can do. Our next offensive set. First half action, Anderson County 20, the Cyclones 7. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclones second round playoff football. Now this from one of our great sponsors, Megan to Go, the Future Farmers of America.
Elizabethton FFA makes a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. It's more than learning about cows. It's becoming the problem solvers for the next generation. We are the future biologists, chemists, computer programmers, journalists, teachers, electricians who will feed our future. By creating a family atmosphere, the agriculture department, especially FFA, can become your home away from home. Through contests, leadership events, fun trips, and chapter activities, FFA is a great way to learn about the world while developing yourself into the best person you can be. We invite you to enroll in an ag-based course and be active in Elizabethton FFA. We'll save you a seat.
A very efficient offense for this Anderson County football team to lead at 20-7 here in the first half. Our chance to go put more points on the board again, see if we can answer the bell. Anderson County kicks it right to left. It's an end-over-end returnable football at about the 2. Let's see what. Here comes Nate. He'll come up to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, sidesteps a man to the 20, stays on his feet, and Nate will get it out to about the 24-yard line. A return of about 22 yards. Tackle made by Anderson County, number 26. Making a tackle for Anderson County. That would be Landon Engel. 1st and 10 Cyclones. Pretty good field position, Coach. Got to get points. We were talking during the break. Their offense, let's call it like it is. I love the Cyclones, and I bleed orange and black, but this offense is very, very, very good. Moog, and you've got back there also No, and some great passing by Mr. Football finalist, which is, he's got 2 more tonight. He's got 46 touchdowns.
Yeah, he hadn't had to throw it much, but listen, when he does, man, they're darts. I mean, he's just cutting that secondary in half right there in the middle of the field. They're exporting. We're having to come up and stop the run. I mean, and again, it's a lot of X's and O's stuff right now, but it's also kind of one of those things. We're going to get that backfield. We're going to get some pressure. We're going to get some stops for loss, and play the way we do. So certainly football game, obviously not over. It's 20-7. But this offense has got a big task, and they need to put 7 on the board right here before halftime. Send a message that, we're not going to lay down, and everybody out there listening knows the season these guys have had, the adversity that they've had, and they're going to respond. I got a lot of faith in these kids and a lot of faith in this coaching staff. We're going to respond. We'll figure out the X's and O's. Keep moving forward, gentlemen. Put some points on the board.
Greenville leads big in the first quarter over Gibbs. It was 27-0 at one point. Cyclones trail here 20-7. Hello to Chuck Russell and Bobby Stout, Pastor Bobby, and hello, Miss Jan, with the best vegetable beef soup anywhere. Hello, Mr. Stout. Hello, Tanya Jeffers and Happy Valley Credit Union, one of our great sponsors here in the broadcast. Candace Honeycutt, Adeline Hyder, Barbara Vines, Matt Googe. Cyclones trail 20-7. Got to get something going here offensively. See what we can do. Hello, Donella Beasley and Diane Duggar. Lynn and Diane, hello, Coach and Mrs. Duggar. How you doing? First and 10, 24-yard line. 2:54 to go in the first half. We trail 20-7. See what the Cyclones can do. We have two to the far near side. That would be Jeriah Griffin and Luke Whaley. One to the far side, and Teddy Orton. Mitchell, single setback. Stevens working left to right from the 26-yard line. Hand off to Nate. Nate will take it at about the 29. Picks up 2 or 3 up the middle. Following up the back of Dylan McDuffie. Sam Bowers in there now in a limited capacity. He had 17 staples in his head. Sam's in there snapping the ball now. Our senior at the 30-yard line picks up about 6. Third down at about 4 now for the Cyclones at the 30-yard line. Got to move it out to the 34 to keep it going. Big play here. We got to keep this thing going. 2:10 to go to halftime. We trail 20-7. We need 4 yards here to keep this train rolling. And now I think we're going to call a timeout, and we are. Timeout on the field. Tell you about Big John's Closeouts. Again, your steel dealer. You know, steel is made in America, Coach. I'm all about it. America made.
Easy to find parts for, too. And you got folks in town that can work on it.
Yep.
That means a lot when you go to the cash register, buddy.
Big John's Closeout. They've got steel chainsaws. They got leaf blowers. They got weed eaters. They got the parts. They got the bar oil. They've got really anything you need to do a weed eater. Some folks still weed eating, although the temperature, I think, next week's going to kind of nip that. It's supposed to get down below freezing virtually every night next week. But while you need it, you get the chainsaws, leaf blowers, and weed eaters. Steels from Big John's Closeout. Also got driveway sealer. They got the 2-year and the 3-year driveway sealer. And don't forget, they have the Worcester paintbrushes made in America. They're all about it. Mike says, every chance I can get, I'm going to buy some American made to keep our Americans working. So thank you, Big John's Closeouts in downtown Elizabethton.
Would you believe I mowed the baseball field twice this week?
Have you really?
Oh, God. Ryegrass, buddy.
It'll go, won't it?
Yeah, you need to come out there and look at it before you go in that gym, get you a little whiff of it.
Yeah.
You're going to be inside for a while.
Baseball's around the corner. 3rd and 4 from the 30. We're going to have a first down right here at the 2:07 mark to halftime. Luke Whaley goes in motion from near side to far side. Mitchell looking. Dalton pumps. He'll run it. Then he'll get tripped up and drop to the 30. Had a chance to go, and he got tripped up from behind and stopped at the line of scrimmage. I think we're going for it here. We are. 4th and 4 from the 30. Big play here inside of 2 minutes to go in the first half. We trail 20-7, and now a timeout. Let's see who's going to burn this one. Timeout Mavericks. They won't talk about this. So it's 4th and 4 from our 30. And so we need to get it to, obviously, the 34 coach. Draw it up here. What we're going to do to try and get this first down and keep the drive going.
Well, I'd say you're probably going to try to draw them off sides. That's the first thing I do. It's going to be a tough draw to drive the ball with a minute and 40 seconds. So looks like he may be switching over to the punt team over there. I think he's just going to try to get them drawn off sides. Anderson County says, hey, we want to stop this clock. We want to keep that time and get the football back. Try to put another one on you guys. So looking to me like we're going to kick the football, Tom.
Looks like that's the case. Mason Williams over there doing some practice kicks, getting that right leg limbered up. 1:49 to go to halftime. We trail 20-7. Thank you, wherever you may be. We got basketball coverage next week. Got T. Duggar Middle School ladies next week. We got the boys. We got boys basketball next week. So on the high school level, 4th and 4. Williams will punt it. He'll stand at his 17-yard line. Anderson County's going to get the ball back with 1:49 to go, leading 20-7. Low snap. Williams will bring the ball off the carpet. He'll get it off. He gets run into. That should be roughing the punter. It is. He gets roughing the punter. That's going to be a break for the Cyclones. We down the ball to 40 on the other end of the field, and it's a fumbled football. We get it back, but Jeriah Griffin on that loose football. But let's go back to roughing the punter. They touched the ball, was live, and Jeriah recovered to the 40-yard line of Anderson County. But back before that, Coach, was roughing the punter against, they ran into Mason Williams and knocked him down.
Well, the official down here on this end of the field actually called first down Anderson County, so he did not rule that a fumble. So we're going to be relying on the roughing the passer penalty.
So
roughing the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. So it's going to be Mason Williams. The young man came back to Anderson County, one of the linebackers, and stumbled and actually fell into Mason Williams and knocked him down, so we get the ball.
Yeah, Mason initially fumbled the snap, allowed that guy to get back in the backfield, and he just really bad aim and hit him about the hip. If he'd aimed a little more out in front, he'd have blocked it, but he aimed at the hip and hit him right in the hip and knocked him over, and 15-yard penalty, first down Cyclones. 45-yard line of Elizabeth, the new life here, the minute 40 to halftime. Dalton Mitchell the option. He's going to run it himself. Dalton will get to the 45, and that's it. He's smothered. Tried to run the option, couldn't get it going, and Moog makes the stop. Going both ways, Nick Moog can play. At the 45, clock rolling, 1:28 to go to halftime. We trail 20-7. Yeah, you got Moog and Noe also playing linebacker on that side of the field, so those two kids are all over football tonight playing a well of a playoff football game.
Second and 10, 45-yard line. Clock rolling, 1:15 till halftime. We're on our own 45, working left to right on the far hash mark. Single setback Stevens. 3 to the near side, the wide side of the field. Yeah, Dalton Mitchell looking. Throws down the middle on a rifle, and it's knocked down. Had Griffin down around the 45 and in triple coverage, and 26 knocked that ball down. It is Landon Engel, the junior linebacker. Third down at 10 to the 1:01 mark till halftime. The ball stays on our 45-yard line.
At this point, I'm probably going to run a football and let that clock trickle down as much as I can. Really don't want to give them football back with good field position.
45-yard line. Cyclones working left to right on our own 45, trailing 20-7. 1:01 to go to the break. Mitchell hands off to Stevens. Nate's got a little running room to the 50. Popping inside the 50 to the 48, down to the 47-yard line. Nate picks up about 7 or 8 on the play. It's going to be 4th and about 2. We're going for it. 48 seconds to go to the break from the Anderson County 47-yard line. 4th down and 2. Down to 40 seconds to the half. And now their nose man jumps offside into the neutral zone, and Jaden Bullock, 6'2", 290 senior, was he drawn off? He was not. It's offside against Anderson County, down inside to the 42-yard line.
Now that's huge. Here you at this point, now you can realistically take some shots at the end zone.
You better believe it.
Giving the football back.
Wing it, baby. Wing this bad boy out. We got it 1st and 10 to the Anderson County 42-yard line with 37 seconds to halftime. Dalton Mitchell will have 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Here we go. Let's see if we can pound it in here before the break. Orange and black comeback. Dalton Mitchell looking. Plenty of time. He'll run it now to the near side. Looking. Throws downfield. It's going to be incomplete and tipped. Intended by Luke Quayle, intended for Luke Quayle, down around the 30-yard line. He got tipped by number 8. That would be Jermaine Allen for Anderson County.
Again, Anderson County running that man free. So your guys that are up front are going to be running man defense with 2 high safeties, and there's just nothing open.
And there's another jumping in the neutral zone. Let's see who moved. Sam Bowers, our center, moved the football. It's a legal procedure or offside? Let's see. It will probably go, I think, against us. Let's see.
That's a big penalty.
Legal procedure. We went up and moved the football before we snapped it, and it goes back across the 45 to the 47-yard line. 2nd down and 15 from the 42 now. Clock, 25 seconds till halftime. Dalton Mitchell hands off to Nate. Nate to the 45, breaks free. Nate will stay to the 43-yard line, picks up about 4. Jermaine Allen making the stop again for Anderson County. The ball down at the 43 of Anderson County. 12 seconds to go until halftime. And I think they've called a timeout. They have with 12 seconds to go to the break. Cyclones have called a timeout here. It'll be a 3rd down from the Anderson County 43-yard line. We trail 20-7.
You got enough time right here. You can maybe trim yourself something down. Try to get 5-10 yards, maybe go underneath. Give yourself the chance to go at the end zone right here. I think kind of a long shot, but man, you really want to try to do this. And the biggest reason is every time they've touched the football, they've had great success, and they're getting the ball in the second half. So if you can find a way right here to sneak one in the end zone, gosh, you really want to try to do that. Especially, and this is something we're not used to, Tom. We're playing the underdog here.
Yep.
You got to roll the dice at some point, and I know Coach Whitten's got no problem doing that. I've seen him do it so many times and be so successful. I think this is one of those times. Like I said, let's get 5 or 10 yards, and then you got 4th down with maybe 5 to 8 seconds left, and then just heave-ho it in the end zone. Let's see what happens. Let's see what can happen right here.
43-yard line. 3rd down and 11. Clock, 12 seconds to go to the break. Anderson County gets the second half kickoff. We trail 20-7. Mitchell, single setback as Stevens. Ball in the middle of the field, going left to right here. 2 to either side of the formation. Dalton hands off to Nate. Nate to the 40, and he'll get shoved back to the 41-yard line. That may do it. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that will be your halftime. It's the break. Cyclones trail at halftime 20-7. Halftime brought to you by Arne Autos. And also Mandy Lewis, Mary Kay. Halftime, it is 20-7 in favor of the homestanding Anderson County Mavericks. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. For Big Dan's Barbecue, you are watching or listening to, in this case, second round playoff action, Elizabethton Cyclone football. Halftime, Anderson County 20, Cyclone 7. And for Big Dan's Barbecue, so holidays are coming. How can you help us, big guy?
We do all of our regular barbecue. We got curbside. We do a lot of to-go. We got dine-in. We do, if you call ahead, we do catering for, special occasions. If you don't feel like cooking, we will do hams and turkeys for Thanksgiving the week of. We just be running business as usual.
If you have a holiday party coming up, how can you help us with that?
You can, if you call ahead and tell me how many people and what you want, we can have it ready for you, and you can come pick it up and let us do the cooking for you, and it'll be cooked hot, ready to eat, fresh, cooked when you come to pick it up. It'll be fresh right then. It won't be like sitting under a heat lamp or anything.
Social media, how do we find you?
I'm on Facebook. I got somebody working on a website, but they're still working on it. So, Facebook's the best place. Big Dance Barbecue page.
Phone number is 542-2272, the number to call. So the holidays are upon us here. If you need help with barbecue, phone's ringing as we speak. If you need barbecue, if you need platters, you need, when people call in and get stuff for parties, what's the 2 or 3 most popular things to ask for?
The big ones are pulled pork, beans, and slaw. But we also got, mac and cheese, collard greens, potato salad. We have, several things you can choose from that we make here in-house. So just pretty much whatever you need barbecue-wise.
542-2272. Give them a call. Let them help you with the holidays. If you get a small gathering, big gathering, whatever, give them a call. Give them a shot. Let them help you. 542-2272. Love coming down here. Love eating the food right here on Elk Avenue in downtown Elizabethton on Big Dad's Barbecue. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
We have partnered with the best name brands in the business: Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, Simmons Beauty Rest, and Serta. We have the best selection of mattresses in the tri-state area. Plus, right now, get no interest for 48 months and free delivery, setup, and removal. Save store-wide at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Back at halftime, Cyclones trail 20-7. Hello to Ryan Owen and Matt Googe and John Colball and Candace Honeycutt. Thank you all for watching. Joey Hilbert. 20-7, our only tally of the ballgame, an 18-yard pass play from Dalton Mitchell to Cade Russell. Campbell's point after making 40 and 40 on the season. 14-7 was that score at that point. So Moog got a 6-yard catch from Martinez to make it 7-0. Gavin Noah, 4-yard run to make it 14-0. We come back at that 14-7 touchdown. Then Val with a 17-yard catch from Martinez. Point after failed. That's your halftime score, 20-7. Coach, all the scores around the area, what's going on?
Yeah, right now Cloudland getting beat by Oliver Springs 28-6 at halftime. Daniel Boone up 10-7 on Knox Central at halftime. Greenville thumping Gibbs 48-7. Hampton down 13-8 Monterey at halftime. Science Hill up on Farragut 14-10. Unaka hanging in there tight against a really tough Coalfield team 14-12 at halftime.
And that's what's going on around the area. We trailed halftime 20-7. We'll take a break, come back, and be joined by our principal at halftime, Dr. John Mitten. Our halftime being brought to you by A&R Autos. Again, they got 4 to tell you about this week. No dock fees at A&R Autos. The lot itself is located right beside Piney Flats Baptist Church in Piney Flats. Chevrolet Trax 2016 all-wheel drive. 12.9. 2016 Ford F-150 Super Crew 4x4 XLT. 5.0 liter V8, 22.9. A 2017 Mitsubishi Mirage. A G4 ES, 42,000 miles, 41 miles to the gallon. Wow. 11.9 on that one.
My truck gets 41 miles to the tank.
The tank. 2012 Volkswagen Passat SE diesel, 40 miles to the gallon. Leather sunroof was loaded for 12.9 of 2012 Volkswagen. So Passat, how you say that?
Buddy,
Well, I don't know. P-A-S-S-A-T. You'll know what it is. Passat. Passat. There you go. Is it really Passat? What am I saying? Passat? Yeah.
God bless you.
Quit laughing at me. Boys, I'm country's cornbread. I don't care. It's Passat.
A Passat.
Passat. There you go.
A Volkswagen, right?
Yeah, Volkswagen Passat SE. All right. Dr. John Minton joins us right after this break. We'll come right back after this from Double C Western Supply. Halftime score. He's laughing at me. Cyclones trail 20-7. You're listening to Elizabeth and Cyclone second round playoff action.
This one is a Cyclone T-shirt. I think we've got it in men's, women's, and children's sizes.
Okay.
Most of them average around the $20 range on the T-shirts for the Cyclones. So a pretty good variety of designs and colors and sizes and prints. So, and we do get those restocked fairly frequently if we don't have in what you need.
Do I have it on the screen? Can they
You
see
do.
it? Okay, because I can't see what I'm
That's the
doing.
tie-dye Cyclone.
Yep, all right.
It's a Cyclone thing.
I like that. It's a cyclone thing. Can they see that when I got it?
Let's move it
Move it, Vanna.
this way.
Just do
there
whatever.
you go.
There you go.
Now they can see it. So this one's actually long sleeve. So believe it or not, it's here. But unfortunately, we're going to have them maybe even this Friday night, right?
Maybe.
Some long sleeves and sweatshirts. This one's actually a kid's, but we've got it on adult sizes as well. So.
All right, there's that one. There's
Just
a couple
some
more up here
different
hanging.
designs, yeah. Another long sleeve Elizabethton Cyclone. I like this one too.
I do too.
Yeah.
I got a lot.
Yeah, men or women be good for that one.
I'm going to probably have to get that one. So before I leave today. And then here's my favorite, because I'm a big fan of Charlie Brown.
Favorite. Oh yeah.
I love this.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah. Charlie Brown and Linus and Snoopy.
Yeah.
Cyclone hats on, Elizabeth and Cyclones.
Yep,
that is too
they're
cute.
ready to play.
Yeah, they are. It's neat. This comes
Very
in
cute.
guys.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure what sizes we've got in that, but I do know we've got the adult sizes. I'm not sure if we've got the children's.
Yep.
So.
And there's a whole lot more over here, folks. We just showed you some of those Elizabeth and Cyclone prints. So hours are open to the store.
Yeah, hours were open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 4. You can also find us on social media on Facebook, Facebook group page. We also have Instagram and TikTok. And then our website's doublecwestern.com, so you can find us there 24/7.
And we do have layaway.
We have layaway, yes. 60 days. You get 60 days to put it in layaway, which is great for Christmas coming up. We ask for 20% down. If you want to pay when your 60 days is up or whatnot, we'll work with you. So
Pretty flexible.
very flexible when it comes to the layaways. So.
Be loyal. Buy local. Support
Yes.
these folks.
Yes.
They do a great job.
Even on the layaways, we try to, if you can't even make the 60 days, we'll try to work something out with
Sure.
you. Yeah.
Sure, that's the beauty of.
People use the layaway as their hiding place for Christmas time too.
Yep. Keep it here right to the last minute.
They do.
And that's the reason why you want to buy loyal and be loyal and buy local, is because it starts and stops right here with her. She is the owner. So there you go. As
we
always,
can pull strings, right?
we can make some things happen. You got to pull a few strings.
Yeah.
Great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Douglas Sports Show, Diane, and the folks here at Double C Western Supply on the Railroad Street in Elizabethton. Again, here on the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Cyclone Sports.
Halftime, Cyclones trail 20-7. One of our great sponsors. We'll switch to Double C first downs to the Double C 3 in basketball coming up. We start our coverage next week. We're joined by our principal, Dr. John Minton, at halftime. Cyclones trail 20-7. A lot of football left, sir. This one's not over.
No, absolutely not. It seemed like we got a little bit of offensive momentum going there just late in the second. And, this time of year, you know what you're going to get into when you come down to Anderson County. Just like if the roles were reversed and they were coming to our place, the teams that are left are going to be tough, and their defense has been really strong, and we just got to find some rhythm in the second half and get some offense going, get a few stops, win the game. It's going to be a great second half.
How about the Betsy Band? Unbelievable. Tell us about it.
Yeah, man, it was such an awesome time, driving down there to Smyrna and going down to Stewart's Creek High School for the Division II state championship, seeing over 30 bands start off in prelims, and then seeing our band obviously doing really well in prelims and advancing to the top 10, taking a little bit of a break and just, taking it all in. It's a long day for the kids, but I know that one of Mr. Valentine's goals when he took over the program last year was to get down there. The seniors, they've had kind of an up-and-down experience from the time they were freshmen. I saw them walk in my first year, and a lot of them I saw go out there on the field and get that trophy, and I know that was a goal of theirs. And I say up and down just because, the pandemic and a lot of things that they missed out on, and, changing band directors, Perry Elliott, you can't say, that's all you got to say, really, the legacy that he left. And Mr. Valentine's just, again, we've said it over and over, picked up what he left behind and taking it to the next level. Got a really nice email from Mr. Elliott as soon as we won. John did too, and so he's still a community guy and very much proud of the Betsy Band. But those seniors, Grace Witten, even taking a scholarship award for $1,000. So we just really went down there and showed off, and they earned it. That's the thing that I talked to them most about afterward, was just many times I'd walk out of the building in the evening and the sun would be setting. You could hear that metronome in the background and those drums going and the horns going, and them just being there and putting time in. Anytime kids can learn the lesson of you put the time in, you work for something, and you put yourself in the best possible position to earn a goal and to see a goal realized, and they did that, and so you see it in sports, you see it in arts and academics all the time. That's the beauty of being an educator, a principal, a teacher. That's why we do what we do. So it was a special day.
Halftime, Cyclones trail 20-7. We said at the outset of the broadcast here tonight, a great tribute by Anderson County High School to our veterans. Fireworks, they did a moment of silence. They did everything they should have done because, quite frankly, folks, we would not be here watching this game tonight, enjoying the freedom in this country without our veterans. So, as I said earlier, as long as I'm behind the microphone in this broadcast, every Veterans Day and Memorial Day in May, we're never going to forget our veterans. And today, nice touch today. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we had a Veterans Day celebration this morning at the high school. First Sergeant David Batchelder and First Sergeant Wilcox, who helps with Ryan Presnell, who's obviously on the broadcast with our NDCC program. A lot of people may know it as ROTC. It's in its second year, but the cadets and the students, Sergeant Batchelder, Sergeant Wilcox, volunteers, guests, everybody. Mr. Alexander, Sonny Hunt came back. There were people there, that served our country for countless years, made sacrifices and commitments. And so there were a couple things that were just really, really special. Obviously, just getting to recognize the veterans, but the way in which our student body received that ceremony. For a couple years, we just weren't allowed to do things like that. Get in a huge area like our gymnasium and just bring kids together to do an assembly. And so a lot of the kids afterward met me in the hallway, or met several of us in the hallway, and talked about how great that was because it was a great experience for them just to see not just veterans that have served, because there's thousands of them, but veterans that serve and then come back to our community and contribute. I said Ryan Presnell, Eric Wampler, principal at Harold McCormick, Patrick Roberts, teacher in our building, Billy Eder, Travis Thompson, all those guys. That's just a handful of people that work in our school system and in our building who have put in the time. They're either retired or they're in active duty right now, putting in time on the weekends just to help protect our country. So, as you said earlier, it just goes without mentioning on a day like today. We appreciate all of our veterans in our community and everywhere. And so, it was a special day and a special ceremony.
Absolutely. By the way, if you want to see the Betsy Band again, December the 10th, they're going to be in the Christmas parade, at the Elizabethton Christmas Parade, the state champion Betsy Band.
That's right.
You got to line the streets with this band. They deserve it. And, again, there'll be other bands from other schools in the community in the Carter County, I'm sure. But we know for sure the Betsy Band will be the state champion Betsy Band. That's awesome. 20-7 halftime, we trail. Dr. Minton, looking forward to you working some basketball games with me this year.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. See our teams in tip-off or jamboree action. We had a chance to host both of those. And so I came in kind of late on the boys last night because my daughter was playing T.A. Duggar, but then also getting to see the girls play the other night. Some great competition, seeing basketball kick off. Both of our teams looked really strong. Won 2 20-minute and 30-minute quarters, so that's encouraging. Our boys are young, girls have got a lot coming back, and so we just hope to have a great season. And it'll be fun getting to get a chance to go behind the mic. My youngest daughter's playing junior Cyclone basketball. My oldest daughter's playing at T.A. Duggar. London's at T.A. Duggar.
Yep.
We're going to be at the high school game. We're going to have a heavy dose of basketball, but I love it. I love seeing our kids compete, getting to watch my own children compete. So it might be 7 days a week, but we'll take it in and digest it.
Our principal, Dr. John Mitten. Halftime we trailed 20-7. Halftime brought to you by A&R Autos. Again, the no dock fee people. You can check out their lot of all the things they have, again, at the lot physically located in Piney Flats, right beside Piney Flats First Baptist Church. And, of course, we're very pleased to have them on as our sponsor for Cyclone football. And right now they got the Mitsubishi Mirage, the G4 ES 2017, 42,000 miles, 41 miles a gallon for $11,900. That's a really, really, really good deal for a Mitsubishi Mirage. Also, they have right now the Ford F-150 Super Crew 4x4 XLT, 5.0-liter V8 for $22,900 of 2016. And also right now the 2016 Chevrolet Trax. That goes for all-wheel drive LS for $12,900. That's some of the specials they've got. Of course, all of them you can find out of the website, and we appreciate them very much being with us. Again, your no dock fee dealer. The website is arautostn.com. No dock fees. And if they don't have it, let them know what you want, and they'll go find it for you. How about that? Again, arautostn.com. A&R Autos, Adam Mullins and Renee, great sponsors of Cyclone football. Also, halftime brought to you by Mandy Lewis from Mary Kay. Cyclones trailed halftime 20-7. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone playoff football.
Hi, this is Mandy Lewis with Mary Kay Cosmetics. Did you know we can quickly and conveniently deliver Mary Kay products directly to you? We offer easy-to-do home and office delivery. Avoid standing in a line for your skincare products when Mary Kay can ship them right to your door through the customer delivery service. Find out today how we can ship the hundreds of quality Mary Kay products right to your door. Contact me today at marykay.com/mlewis10377. That's marykay.com/mlewis10377.
You know I like it a lot, yeah. You know I like what you got, yeah. Whenever we're together, the feeling lasts forever. I think it's kind of clever. But we can be the same, la la. But we can be the same, la la. But we can be the same. But we can be the same, la la.
Discover what you love at marykay.com or with your Mary Kay Independent Beauty Consultant.
Hello, my name is Mark Fowler, and it is my joy and honor to serve as the pastor of Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. And I'm thrilled to be a part of a church that has a great heritage and history of serving in the Elizabethan community. And we are encouraging people to understand they have a responsibility to know their Creator, to know God, and to understand His purpose for their life. And so we're thrilled to be a part of a church that has something for young people and for teenagers and for children and for families, to where they can discover what God wants for their life. We'd love to have you come be a part of us.
Halftime Cyclones trail 20-7. Again, Anderson County will get the second half kickoff. The rain, as we said at the outset of the broadcast, cleared out, and it's been a beautiful fall night here in the hills of Anderson County. All the lot hills here compared to where we are back in northeast Tennessee, but very pleasant trip down. And again, we trailed halftime 20-7. Our lone touchdown to Cade Russell, 18-yard pass play from Dalton Mitchell. He caught to the 15, really about the 6, spun himself out of the grasp and fought and clawed and digged and scratched and got right down to the goal line and crossed it for the touchdown. Hello, Brenda Cannon. Hello to Jerisa. I won't say it right. I've been messing up. What did I say the name of that Volkswagen was? Pass it?
A Passat.
Passat.
But it's a Passat.
Passat, yeah, I bombed that one. All
you
right.
put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Hello to Matt Gooch. Hello to Jerissa. Hope I'm saying it right. Jerissa Rice Ward. Junior Campbell. How you doing, sir? John and Pam Hutchins. Christy and Brian Williams. Brock Pittman, and our great pastor. Mark Fowler from Pleasant Beach Baptist Church is watching. Thank you, sir. Jim Williams. So, Lacey, Nicole, Ann Potter, Tommy Richardson, Alicia Clyde, Buddy Street. Hello, Buddy. How you doing, sir? Love Buddy Street. Good man. Him and Liz. Got some stats, Coach. What do you got for us?
Yeah, first downs right now, Anderson County with 12, Elizabethton with 6. Rush yards, Elizabethton 12 rushes for 46 yards. Anderson County 23 for 100. Pass yards, Elizabethton 70, Anderson County 92. Dalton right now sitting at 7 for 9 with no interceptions. Martinez 6 for 10 with no interceptions as well. Total offense, Elizabethton 116 yards. Anderson County 192. Average per play is 5.5 for Elizabethton. Anderson County 5.8. It's just kind of comes down to, I mean, you look at that right there, and it's not really indicative of the score. And just one of those things, they've been able to put together 3 really good drives, string the plays together, no penalties that have hurt them. In the penalty box, both teams are 4 penalties for 30 yards. Just seems like they've been able to overcome theirs and get big third downs, and we haven't been able to do that. So that's put us at a 20-7 deficit. They're going to be getting the football here, so that defense get out there and get us a big stop and get us that football back and let that offense kind of grow, see what kind of adjustments we made at halftime.
Cyclones trail 20-7. Don't forget the Jewelers Bench having a pre-Black Friday sale coming up on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Now, 4 CZs night. They've got 4 different things. You can go by and pick up and I had it right here. Do you know what I did with the coach?
Brother, I do not.
No, here it is right here. Look right here. Just dig under the piles of junk. Laws and mercy.
We are crammed up in here, but it's a good
They have
spot.
no clue what we're doing to get this broadcasted in tonight.
Yeah.
Black Friday special, ladies freshwater pearl heart bracelet for only $5.99. A CZ Asher cut halo studs for only $19.99. This is going to be on Wednesday, November the 23rd from 9:30 till 6. The pre-Black Friday sale at the Jewelers Bench. Also, the CZ bar necklace for only $35.99. And also the CZ circle necklace with an 18-inch chain for only $25.99. Go to the website, jewelersbenchtn.com. Check it out for yourself. See what we're talking about. It's the pre-Black Friday sale coming up at the Jewelers Bench in downtown Elizabeth, one of our great sponsors here at Cyclone Sports. Hello, Adam Walton. Hello to Rochelle Bird. Hello to Karen Gentry. Hello, Lisa Broom. Hello to Kennedy Harris. Kennedy's going to be signing a scholarship on the 21st to go to Bluefield University. We're going to be there to stream that for it. Hello to Connie Peters. Hello to, as we said, Lisa Broom. Halftime, we trail 20-7. We'll take a break, come right back, get coach's takes, what's going to take to get this thing turned around and win this football game, which is very doable, folks. We're not out of this game. We've got to make a big stop here in this opening drive of the second half. We'll find out all about that right after this. One of our great sponsors making it happen, the good folks from Physical Therapy Services. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclones second-round playoff action. Halftime, Anderson County 20. Your Cyclones 7.
Talking to Dr. Justin Smith, one of our great sponsors here at the Tom Taylor Sports Show in Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. A lot of them out there. What do you feel like separates Physical Therapy Services from all the competition?
Well, number one is that we're local. The money that you spend with us stays here. This is not a large corporate venture that your money goes to Florida or Miami or up to Chicago or wherever. We are a true mom and pop facility. We pride ourselves on that, number one. Number two, we don't have a bunch of higher-ups, VPs, multiple presidents that we have to end up making a bunch of profit to be able to pad their pockets. The money that we make in physical therapy services, we reinvest back into the community. So that's why we have our Class 4 laser, we have our Ultra G, we have all the equipment that nobody else in the area has. And we can provide services and for the people of Elizabethton, of Carter County, Roan Mountain, Hampton, Stony Creek, Mountain City, Johnson City. That's why we have people from all over the area that flock to our facility because they know they're going to get the best care, the state-of-the-art care with the most state-of-the-art equipment.
It's awesome. Can't top that, folks. Great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. The great folks at Physical Therapy Services.
Plus, it's all in stock. No waiting, and you could be enjoying your new furniture tonight. Come to Cannons today and save.
Back at Anderson County High School, yours truly, Tom Taylor, along with Coach Ryan Preswell, Cyclone Baseball. Hello to Judy Richardson. Hello to Teresa Tigg. Hello to Mater and Charlene Wagner. Thank you for the kind words. Mater and Charlene. Hello to Adam Walton. Hello to Brandon Baird, Rochelle Bird, Karen Gentry. Coach, getting ready to get this second half kickoff, get this party started here. We trail 20-7. What we got to do to get back in this game, win this football game?
It's possession by possession, and this first one is huge. You got to stop them right here. Win each possession, try to inch your way back into it, have a couple of big plays right here, and shut down that run game, man. If we don't shut down that run game, it's going to be awful hard. They're just going to grind the clock on you. So get a big stop right here, get the football back, and like I said, possession by possession, do the little things right, keep it clean, and give yourself a chance.
Hello, Gary Rowland to Taz Irwin down in Meridian, Mississippi. How you doing, sir? Thank you for listening tonight. Love you, man. 20-7. Williams to kick it away left to right here. Cyclones down 13 points starting the second half here. We'll kick it to Anderson County. They'll receive and go right to left on your internet dial. Here we go. Williams will drive it deep. It'll be a returnable ball at about the 3. He'll come to the 5, to the 10, to the 15. He'll come to the 20. He'll get out to about the 21. It hits a wall white jersey led by Cam Baker. Nice job by Cam to get down there and make that stop for the Cyclones. So,
football game.
22-yard line, exact spot of the football. Hello to Felicia Costco in Las Vegas watching tonight. Thank you, ma'am. You're with us every time we do one, and we thank you. And also to the Fars in Fresno, California, the Simmerleys in Murfreesboro, Bob Thomas in Dallas, Texas, and a whole bunch of folks up and down Stony Creek and all around Elizabethton. Thank you very much. 1st and 10, 22-yard line. Third quarter, we trail 20-7. And they'll blow it dead. Let's see here. They jumped offside, I think. Mason Ball blew through there and blistered Gavin No, but I think there's going to be a flag. The man in the white hat says offside, I think. No. It's against Anderson County. What was the call? Delay of game.
Ouch.
I was looking down at the sheet here. Delay of game, Anderson County puts it back to the screen pass near side. Cott. No. Tries to turn the corner to the 15. He gets up the field to the 20 and upended to about the 24-yard line. Cade Russell, or rather Zeth Mullins, arguing with the official about, thought he stepped out of bounds back downfield, but he did not. They'll give him forward progress. From the 17, they'll mark it out to about the 24-yard line. Picks up 7. A little dump pass on the near side, nothing fancy, but it generated real estate to the tune of about 7 yards. Second down and about 8 now from the 24-yard line. 4-man front Cyclones. Ben Adams, Mason Ball, Eli Guess, and Bradley Cannon, the 4-man front for the Cyclones defending here. The second down call. Handoff, it'll be to Moog. Moog's wrapped up, and they got him. Moog at the 20 to about the 25-yard line, Coach. Good read. Picks up 2, had a whole lot more. We
stop right here. You've got the ability to stop them and get a really good field position for an offensive drive. So, huge football play right here.
Ball spots it at the 27-yard line. 3rd and 5 to the 30. You can do the math, to the 34 to move the sticks. I'm sorry, to the 32 to move the sticks. My math's not very good. To the 32 to move the sticks. Martinez, here comes pressure. Martinez throws it downfield. It's going to be out of bounds because he got back pressure from the backside by number 63, Eli Guess. Ankles.
Yeah, that's the first time that offensive line's blinked, and they just let Eli Guess come right up through the middle. Doesn't get the tackle, but at the end of the day, forces a really bad throw by Martinez, and we get the ball.
4th and 5, 27-yard line. First punt of the night. It's a dandy. He drills this and drive back at the 25-yard line. He'll catch on the fly to the 30. 35, Jariah stiff arms man, turns the corner to the 45, and he'll be run out of bounds. Pretty good field position to the 42-yard line. A 17-yard return for Jariah Griffin. 1st and 10, Coach, on a 42-yard line. An encouraging start, stopping him on the opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, that delay game penalty is really a head-scratcher coming out of a kickoff. Sets them up with 1st and 15, and we're able to cash in on it. Like I said, good coverage right there. Again, going with the four-man down look, I think that's a really good call by Coach Campbell and this defensive staff. But here we go with this offense. Let's see if we can get something rolling right here and put some points on the board.
Hello to Stephanie Shouse. Hello to Wendy McCauley, Pam Wheeler up in Stony Creek. Thank you, man. 1st and 10, 41-yard line. Cyclones down 20-7 play as their linebackers, again led by Moog, rise to the occasion, stops Nick. He came off that right side between guard and tackle, and they stop him at about the 43-yard line. Picks up 2.
Yeah, Coach
Second and 8.
Coach Whitten opted to go with a tight end and an H-back on that play, trying to give some lead blockers to get Nate a little bit of space, but there's not much going there. That defensive front for Anderson County has done a really good job tonight.
Cade Russell, Jariah Griffin, and Teddy Orton to the far side. Judge Wallen, Justice Wallen to the near side as the tight end. Single setback, Stevens. 2nd and 8, 43-yard line. Dalton Mitchell, plenty of time. Pumps once, twice, wants to run now. Throws downfield, got a man out there, wide open to the
busted offensive block. Led to a turnover on downs. A busted play right there by the secondary. Safety just let him loose. He tried to come up and busted. I don't know if he thought Dalton was running or what, but Cade Russell's just wide open, and there's a good play. And, gosh, here we go, man. I told you, this football team knows this is going to come down to a fourth-quarter game. They've been patient. And right here we are.
Cade Russell on the touchdown catch, his second of the night, and a point after by Campbell. He is now 40 for 40 on the season. It's 20-13, 9:51 to go in the third quarter. Cyclones strike with a busted play, touchdown Wide open to Cade Russell down the far sideline. End over end long enough, and it is good. 20-14 Cyclones don't go away. It's an old-fashioned slobber knocker. We're in the midst of an orange and black comeback. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone playoff football.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
$54 54-yard pass play from Dalton Mitchell to Cade Russell. Dalton over 1,000 yards easily here now in the 2022 season. Angela Joe West says, how about them Cyclones? So to Drew Wetzel. Coach, we're right back in this Missy Bird song. Rochelle Bird. Again, Cade Russell, a 54-yard touchdown. Busted coverage. Somebody fell down. He was wide open at the 25-yard line. I mean, nobody's around him. On the far sideline, caught it, took it in for the score.
Yeah, Dalton was getting some serious pressure and went around the end and started going back towards the line of scrimmage. I'm thinking, I couldn't see, but I think he was coming up just to kind of get ready to play the run, and he realizes, uh-oh, I've made a big mistake, and he ends up giving up a 54-yard touchdown. I tell you, man, I can't say enough about Dalton Mitchell, Cade Russell, Nate Stevens, and all this senior class, man. They've had such a storied run at this high school. They've gotten to see, really the high point of Elizabethton High School football when it comes to state championships and state championship runs. I mean, just amazing career for these guys. So you can guarantee that somewhere in that locker room has said, we ain't going out this way. So
No.
We're going to go out there and we're going to hit them right in the mouth and we're going to do what we need to do. And so I'm really excited to see this third and fourth quarter. And I think it's once again, just like last time, it's going to come down to some fourth quarter heroics.
Cade Russell, second touchdown tonight. Cade Russell in the season now with Russell's touchdown tallies would be 10. So, two big ones tonight for our senior Cade Russell. A huge one. Cyclones pull within a touchdown at 20-14. Remember, they missed that point after. It could be big in this ball game. Here's the kick. It's down the field, bouncing, and it will go.
Stay in. Yes, sir, it did.
It stayed in. You're exactly right. Good call, Coach. The knuckleball down the far sideline. Hit about the 15. Kept bouncing and bouncing and bouncing down the field and stayed in. And so they're going to take over the football. 1st and 10. Let's see where the mark is. They're going to put it at the 20-yard line. Good job. Good job of Mason Williams on the kick. So the Cyclones defend again, trailing 20-14. 9:51 to go, third quarter here. It's anybody's football game. This is a wide open affair here, and they know it and we know it. It's like a heavyweight knockout, the Thrill of Manila. The last one, Standings will win this game, and we know it. Two great programs doing battle here. 1st and 10, Anderson County on their own 20, working right to left. No comes out here in motion. Martinez all kinds of time over the middle, caught to the 30, got to get pressure on him, and catch made to the 35-yard line. Cade Russell, number 5, tackles number 5, catch made by Braden Miller. But they move the sticks out of the 35-yard line to the 36-yard line, picks up 14. A lot of time back there, Coach. Not much pressure that time on our defense trying to get after Walker Martinez. It'll be a 3-man front now. 1st and 10, 36-yard line, third quarter down to 6. Near side caught, and it'll be Val to the 41-yard line. Did about 3 steps and just slanted across the middle on the near sideline. Catch made and tackle made by Luke Whaley to the 41-yard line. Picks up about 5, 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line. Third quarter, we trail 20-14 to the 9:09 mark.
Yeah, I haven't got to see a whole lot of this pass game from this football club, but they really like that quick slant, quick hitches, and then about 15, 20 yards over the middle. That's where you're going to see them very active.
Hello to Aaron Shelby. Walker Martinez, he'll shuffle past to No. No will get it to the 45 and bounced out of bounds near sideline by Shankles and also by Eli Wynn. Mason Ball in the grill. Walker Martinez forced him. He wanted to go downfield. Here comes Ball blasting through the middle, and he kind of dumped a little shuffle pass to No. No made something out of nothing. Mason Ball had him in the grass, but he got away and flipped it to Martinez, flipped it to No, and No gets it out to about the 46-yard line. So it's a First and 10 at the 46-yard line. 46-yard line, my apology, 46-yard line, first down. Hand off to Moog. Moog to the near side. It's going to be stood up. He came off left tackle, tried to turn the corner, and Eli Williams and also 63, Eli Guest dropped the hammer on Coach. It's the Eli tag team. Nice play.
Yeah, super good play, and it sets up a second and long. It's the thing they've been doing in the first half is their first down plays. I bet they were averaging probably 9-10 yards. So good play right there to keep them a second and long.
Picked up 1, second and 9, 47-yard line. Third quarter, we trail 20-14 at the 8:18 mark. Walker Martinez, a couple of upbacks to the far side. He'll stay that single setback and Moog. He'll hand off to Moog to the far side, tries to turn the corner. Diving for him, Wesley Schenkel couldn't get to him. He's to turn the corner to the 50. He'll get down to the Cyclone 49. Wesley sacrificed his bodies. He turned the corner and sweep. Dove for him back at the 43-yard line. Belly slid across the turf. Couldn't make the tackle, and he takes it across midfield to the Cyclone 49. Third down and 5 for Anderson County. Clock, 7:49 to go, third quarter. Anderson County putting together a ball-controlling drive here. They lead 20-14 in the third. Walker Martinez, Mr. Football finalist. You look at the play clock at 20 seconds. We'll show now a 3. Still saves a 3-man defensive front, although we've got some extra guys up close pinching in. Like Nate Stevens for one on the corner, pinching in a little bit, almost a 4-man front. Third down, hand off to Moog. Moog is ankle tackled, broke the tackle, gets to the 45, and falls forward to the 44-yard line. Should be close to an Anderson County first down. We had him coach him in. He broke loose. We tried an ankle tackle, couldn't get him. First down, I believe, Anderson County will move the sticks.
Yeah, that young man's going to take more than that to get him down, and they've done that all night, and it's really effective. And again, you can tell when they're going to run a football, they pretty much put 8 guys in a box and say, stop us. And do you blame them?
No.
It's been very effective.
It's working for him. First and 10 at the 43-yard line. Third quarter, Anderson County leads 20-14. Walker Martinez, play action, looking, throws, got a man out there in single coverage. It's Val, goes up with Whaley, and Luke Whaley kept him from catching the football. Val, the taller player, went down about the 15, went up and tried to jump up and over Luke Whaley. Luke said no, and he batted the ball away, Coach. What a great job of Luke Whaley to keep him from catching that football. Val's a taller man. Luke comes in at 5'10". Val goes in at 6'4", and Luke Whaley played it perfectly, Coach.
Yeah, Val had no option he had such good positioning. He had to play defense, and he does a good job of keeping Whaley from intercepting the ball, but Luke did a great job of playing really good positional football.
Second and 10, 43-yard line. Clock, 6:45, third quarter. We trail 20-14. Great play by Luke Whaley, the junior, number 15 for the Cyclones. So, Anderson County back at it, 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side. Single setback is Moog. Walker Martinez, your quarterback, from the 43 of the Cyclones. Martinez looking, throws over the middle. He's got a man that's going to be nearly picked off. Wow, man. Right there. A slant pattern. Overshot him, and Cade Russell had his hand on it, just couldn't hang on, Coach. Good try by Cade, and he rifled that one. Cade and the intended receiver kind of banged into each other, and Cade just couldn't hang on. But a great effort defensively by Cade Russell.
Yeah, you can tell he's tracking what I'm tracking. He knows they're going to try to go to that middle. He sees the guys coming at him, and he just kind of squats right there in the middle and gets real low. I don't think quarterback saw him, and he had a great chance to pick it. Once again, Anderson County becomes a defender and keeps him from making a big interception.
Big play, 3rd and 10 with a 43-yard line. 6:40 to go in the third. We got to stop him right here. 3rd and 10 on our 43. Come on, Cyclones. 3-step drop, Walker Martinez. Looking, throws out in the flat. It's going to be caught, 35, and he'll be knocked out of bounds to the 32-yard line. Catch made by number 3. That would be Zeke West, a seldom used receiver, 6'4", big target. And takes it from the 43 down to the Cyclone 33-yard line. First down. He knew exactly where he was on the field, and they pick up 10 on a down and out pattern to Zeke West. So, 1st and 10 to the 33-yard line, Anderson County. 6:34 to go in the third quarter. They're eating up a lot of the clock. We trail 20-14. No, in behind Martinez, who hand off to Gavin. No, he's at the 30. Works off the right side. He gets down to about the 27-yard line. Picks up about 6 on the play. Line of scrimmage, 33. Gets it down to about the 26. Stop made there by Ben Adams. Also in the play. Call out the number of Xavier Smalls making a stop. Picks up 5. 2nd and 5 from the 28. Third quarter. Clock clicking along here down to the 6:09 mark in the third. Hello to Shane Darling watching. Thank you. From the 28. Walker Martinez hands off to Gavin, who's in the backfield in trouble, and he's going to be up into and drop for a tackle for loss, but Zeth Mullins. Xavier Smalls got it going, and then also coming up to make the stop, number 7, Zeth Mullins, to drop him, Coach. It was the line of scrimmage, the 28, tackle for loss back to the 33-yard line. We lose 5. They lose 5 on the play.
Yeah, gosh, what a huge football play. And Xavier is able to squirt through right there in the middle and pressure and take that cutback lane away, and Zeth Mullins there to clean him up.
44, Ben Adams on the front wall now. It's 3rd down and 10. Anderson County on the Cyclone 33, rather. 5:24 to go in the third. Big play here. Got to stop him. Try and get the ball back. Walker Martinez, 3-step drop, looking, throws man down the middle. He's wide open, and he's going to catch it. He's going to score a touchdown. Son of a gun, wide open. Tate Russell, touchdown, Anderson County. Third down and 10, and he goes over the middle. Russell makes the catch, and Martinez drops it in on him perfectly at the 5 and takes it in for the touchdown for Anderson County to make it a 26-14 football game.
Yeah, he just scooted right in there, right in the exploited the middle of the field between the two safeties, and he just got lost in there and then popped out. Martinez, what a beautiful throw, makes a great throw and puts 6 on the board for Anderson.
So they're going to go for 2 now, going for a 2-point conversion. Martinez on the scoreboard end of the stadium working right to left, puts a man in motion. That's Val from far side to near side. Throws to Val, turns up and in and got it. 2-point conversion. They needed 2 and they got 2. Anderson County doubles the score. They lead it 28-14, third quarter. We'll be back. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclone playoff football. This from Farm Bureau. Couple of big third down plays on that drive for Anderson County. Got them touchdown. We had them stopped and made 2 big third down plays. Credit Walker Martinez for doing it. Here's the kick. Cyclones will return it at about the 1. It'll be Nate Stevens to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and upended and dropped at about the 27-yard line. Returns at about 25 yards. Tackled by Anderson County's number. It's like Myers making a stop for Anderson County. So, Coach Ryan Presner, our baseball coach at Betsy High School. We got the ball at about the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, 5:06 to go third quarter. Down 2 touchdowns, but still within striking distance. We're going to go back to work.
Yeah, absolutely. This offense has, been explosive for the last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to believe that last drive was a fluke and that they're going to do it right here. So need to get give Dalton some time, give Nate a little opportunity, and we can score right back.
Sam Bowers back at center now. Mitchell, first down, throws out in the flat cop to Dry to the 35 and falls forward to the 37. Nice catch and throw from Mitchell to Jariah Griffin. Jariah came in with 27 catches, had a boatload tonight out to the 38-yard line. Double C Western Supply, first down, 1st and 10 Cyclones at our own 38, working left to right, trailing 28-14 third quarter, the 4:48 mark. Greenville's winning big. Somebody will play Greenville next week. Hand off to Nate. Nate to the 40, and he took off. He got up in. He got tripped up at the last second. He hit that hole. Eli Davis, a linebacker, grabbed his ankle and dropped him. Nate was ready to blast up the middle and get going, but he got tackled to the 41-yard line. Brings up a second down now. Clock at 4:24 to go. Third quarter. We trail 28-14. 2nd and 7 from the 41-yard line. Mitchell audibilizing the line of scrimmage. Dalton check it off. Griffin and Orton to the far side. The wide side of the field will work left to right on the near hash mark. Mitchell looking. Dalton flushed out of the pocket, running, throws downfield. It's going to be caught. Teddy Orton to the 50 and brought down to the 49-yard line. Well, I tell you what, Dalton Mitchell is being chased from behind by Nick Moog. Nick got ready to lower the boom on him. Dalton rolling against his body, running to the far side of the field, released that football and hits a strike from the 41 down to the Anderson County 49-yard line. Picks up 10. It's a double C Western Supply first down. We're inside Anderson County territory in the third quarter. We trail 28-14. Cyclones are on the move. Russell, Griffin, Orton to the near side. The wide side of the field, work off the far hash mark this time. Backs to the scoreboard, working left to right. Single setback, Nate Stevens. Mitchell, gutsy play with Moog bearing down on him to unload that ball. Hand off to Nate. Nate tries to turn the corner. Stevens to the 45. He's at the 40 and inside the 40 to the 39 to the 38-yard line. Nate Stevens. Coach, nice chunk of real estate by the orange and black. A double C Western Supply first down. We're on the move.
Yeah, those little throws are really starting to keep those linebackers are having to be honest, man. They can't just come flying up in there like they did in the first half. 2 good plays, 2 good throws by Dalton, and then give Nate that a little opportunity, let him get the edge. Hey, another first down, we're driving.
Double C Western Supply first down, home of the Ariat work boots, and also, gosh, they got all kinds of neat stuff at Montana Silversmith Jewelry. They've got Ariat vests and belts and jackets and button-up shirts, George Strait shirts at Double C Western Supply. First and 10, Cyclones on the move at the 37 of Anderson County. Mitchell looking. Dalton's got a man out there, and Jeriah Griffin's going to be in and out of the diving hands of Mitchell, or rather Griffin, down to the 5-yard line.
Man, he had him beat.
Jeriah had him beat. He dove for it, just let him just a smidgen too far. Incomplete on a diving try down to the 5-yard line of double coverage.
This offense is starting to click, though.
Yes.
Just need to get it in right here. Get this first down and give yourself an opportunity in that red zone.
3:11 to go, third quarter. We're down 28-24. Jeriah missed that one by the hair of his chinny. Dove for it. Don't let him just a little bit too much in double coverage. Mitchell. Bubble screen far side. Caught Teddy Orton to the 35. He'll try to get outside of the 30. 25 down the far sideline. Inside the 25. He'll get it down to the 23-yard line. Another chunk of real estate. A double C Western Supply first down from the 37 down to the 23. And the Cyclones are moving the football. First and 10. Elizabethton at the 23-yard line. Clock at 3:01 to go, third quarter. So the Cyclones on the move here offensively. Double C Western Supply, home of the Hey Dudes. Got all kinds of Hey Dude shoes to double C. Hand off to Nate. Nate will pop it up in there. He'll go off left side, gets shoved back. 23 was line of scrimmage, maybe that far, not much more. You've got ladies' country boots, sizes 5 to 11, dress boots. You've got slip-ons from double C. The men, boots from sizes 8 to 14. Also dress boots and cowboy boots. They got men's and women's house slippers. They got all kinds of cool stuff with Double C Western Supply, Railroad Street in Elizabethton. Second and 9, 22-yard line. Picked up 1 on the positive real estate. Clock, 2:27 to go, third quarter. We trail 28-14. Cyclones working off the 22-yard line of Anderson County. Far hash mark, working left to right. And jumping offside, Cyclones again. See, the guilty party looks to be Seth Campbell, the sophomore, the right tackle it was. Cade Russell came from the far side to the near side, set up behind him, and I think Seth got a little anxious, and he jumps. Illegal procedure, another 5-yard penalty for the Cyclones, puts it back to the Elizabethton 27, or the Anderson County 27 now, Coach.
Yeah, it's still a good drive. We got to keep it clean right here. It's got to be the last one. Give yourself a shot at that end zone again.
2:16 to go, third quarter. We trail 28-14. Knocking on the door. See if we can punch it in here. Get back into this game. We're down by 2 touchdowns. Mitchell, long count. 3-step drop. They're bringing some pressure. Over the middle. Caught. It's to the 25, 20, 15, to the 10. He's at the 5. Cade Russell hurdles a man and gets knocked out of bounds. And he scores. He did! Touchdown, Cade Russell. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Holy mackerel, Cade Russell.
What a gutsy play by Cade Russell. Over the middle, caught on the 25, down the near sideline, spun his way to 10, hurled over an Anderson County defender 5, digging and clawing and scratching and takes it in. Touchdown, Elizabeth, and the third touchdown of the night for Cade Russell.
Yeah, Dalton Cade and Nate said, get on my back, boys. I mean, just an absolutely incredible catch and throw. Good play call by Coach Witten, getting those linebackers out of there, and then there he is wide open, and he makes a big play after catching the football.
Campbell for the point after. He's been perfect on the season. Ball down, it's up, it's into Wren, long enough, deep enough, and it is good. We got ourselves a football game, folks. Third quarter, 2:04 to play. Two great programs going at it. We go to the break. Anderson County 28, your Cyclones on an orange and black comeback trail 28-21. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclones second round playoff football.
I walked into Chick-fil-A completely outnumbered. My husband was away at military leadership training, and the kids were doing this. Miss Carol brought me water, something to eat, and then before I knew it, she was tying Margot's shoes up and carrying her out to the car.
It always makes me feel good if I help somebody.
I went in the next day because I just wanted to make sure she knew how much I appreciated her help.
I'm just so glad there was somebody there when she really needed it.
That's gonna go on my refrigerator.
Ryan Preswell, yours truly, Tom Taylor, and an absolute barn-burner, nail-biter, 28-21. Anderson County, 2:04 to go in the third. Cade Russell, third touchdown of the night. This time a 23-yard strike from Dalton Mitchell. So touchdown, Cyclones, 28-21, third quarter. We trail it. Here's the kick. It'll be returnable at about the 7. He'll come up the field to the 10. He'll go to the 15, waiting for a wall to the 20, 25 near sideline, and knocked out of bounds to the 30-yard line. And Cam Baker down to make the stop for the Cyclones. Great job of Cam, and also Caleb Holzer. And Mason Williams, the kicker, in on the play. So a great touchdown catch.
Yeah, Mason don't care to go down there and get a little dirty, does he?
No, he'll bust on you.
I love that.
Yeah, he'll crank it right up real quick. He don't have any problem with that. Cade Russell, third touchdown pass of the night from he and Dalton Mitchell. What a combo. 18, 54, and now a 27-yard touchdown pass. 28-21, Anderson County, third quarter. Minute 53 to go. They'll set up on the 30-yard line. Hand off to Moog. Moog falls forward to the 31-yard line.
Boy, Mason ball.
Mason got in the backfield, and Moog got past him, and he kind of upended him, and Cannon finished it off doing the rest. Good job. Three-man front up front. You've got Ball, and you've got Ben Adams, and you've got Bradley Cannon. Toss sweep to Moog near side, and it's going to be brought down. Oh, he got hit by Mason Ball, and then also got spun around by Luke Whaley at the 30-yard line. Not much at all. Then Eli Williams in to drop the hammer, too.
I don't know if you've noticed or not, they have moved Mason to the A-gap in a stand-up position, and he is wrecking shop. It is a thing of beauty.
Third down and 9. Anderson County on their own 31-yard line. Clock, 1:06 to go in the third. 28-21 Anderson County. Big stop here. They get to the 40 to move the sticks. We've got to stop them. Third down and a long 9, Anderson County. Walker Martinez, Mr. Football finalist, looking, throws out in the flat. It's a comeback catch, and it's going to be incomplete. He didn't get it.
Man.
He went down and came back. The old button hook came back to about the 35-yard line. Nate Stevens right there, diving for it, incomplete. Coach, we've stopped him. We'll get the football back with 50 seconds to go, third quarter.
Yeah, things are changing quickly here in Clinton, Tennessee. You can watch that offense coming off the field just kind of looking at each other like, what are you doing? Good adjustment right there by defensive staff. Like I said, put Mason Ball in the A-gap in a stand-up, and it created havoc.
Here's the punt. We're going to get the ball back in the closing section of the third. It's a knuckleball to Cotton. Nate will take it at the 35. He'll go to the 40. 45. Nate's into the 50. He'll go to the 45 as the penalty flag is coming back to the 35 and down to the 31-yard line. I think it's going to be a hold coming back here. They threw the flag on the backside of that return. Nate got great from the 35 all the way down to the Anderson County 31-yard line. I think it's coming back.
Yeah, they're going to call a block in the back. Be interesting. It looked like it might be, but I think the player just turned his back on him at the last second. I think we'll get to see a replay up here on the Jumbotron. Be interesting to see it.
See what they're going to call. Man of the white hat says, block in the back, Cyclones. You call it, Coach.
It's a tough penalty. That's going to end up being, by the time they mark it off, that's going to be about a 30-yard change.
Yep.
So that's the kind of thing we're talking about. You got to try to keep it clean, and that's big swings like that in this game can just be a total changer. Even if we're not able to put it in the end zone, at least flip the field for field position.
We go from their 31, 1st and 10, back to our 35 with the penalties. So we've got a lot of real estate to cover, but we're clicking right now, folks. 23 seconds to halftime, or to the end of the third quarter. We trail 28-21. Hello, Katie Mills Boppin. Hello to Abby Baker, Carol Roberts, Lynn Bowers. 1st and 10, Cyclones 35-yard line. Dalton Mitchell's hooked up from 3 touchdowns to Cade Russell. We trail 28-21, trying to tie this thing up in the closing 23 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's anybody's football game, I'm telling you. Cyclones are right here on the threshold of doing it again. Cade Russell lines up behind Drain on the left tackle with the up back. Far side, 2 to the wide out that way would be Griffin and Teddy Orton. Single setback, Nate Stevens near hash mark, working left to right here at the 23-second mark in the third quarter. They want 31 put back up on the clock, so they're going to give us 8 seconds here. Yep, back to 31 seconds. We'll take it. 31 seconds to go, third quarter. Here we go. 1st and 10, Cyclones, 35-yard line. We trail 28-21 to the third from our own 35. Mitchell having a night. Dalton. Hands off to Nate. Nate's got a hold. Nate will get up into it. He had a hold. They slammed the door. Nice defensive play. He'll get to the 37-yard line. Picks up 2. Nick Moog again going both ways, making a stop. This kid can play, folks. Puts it out to the 37-yard line. 15 seconds to go in the period. 28-21 Cyclones. I think they're going to opt. They are. They're just going to go to the sideline, get ready for the fourth quarter. Our guys trot that way. We're going to trot into a commercial break. We'll be right back. Come back with us, fourth quarter. Woo, doggy, this is good here. Anderson County leads it after 3, 28-21. Second round of the TSSAA playoffs. Loser goes home. Winner goes on to meet Greenville. Can we do it? We'll find out after this break. You're listening to Elizabethton Cyclones second round playoff football.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
The new Tempur-Pedics are here and they're all on sale. Get a great night's sleep on the most recommended bed in America while getting 0% interest for 48 months with 0 down payment, plus free delivery, setup, and removal. You deserve a better night's rest. Get to Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton today.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
We start the fourth quarter trailing 28-20. Ryan Presler, yours truly, Tom Diller, bringing it to you. Cade Russell and Dalton Mitchell hooked up for 3 touchdowns tonight, 27 yards, 54 yards, and 17 yards. Campbell's been perfect he's been perfect all season. He's now 42 out of 42 in point afters, thanks to the great snapping and the great holding of Luke Whaley. Coach, fourth quarter, Cyclones trail 28-21. It's anybody's football game right now.
Yeah, I told you in the pregame, and one of my keys was be patient and play for the fourth quarter, and they've done that, man. I mean, they've been down on the mat I don't know how many times, and they keep getting back up, and Anderson County just can't finish the football game off because they've certainly had their opportunity to put us down by 3 scores a couple of times and just not been able to do it. Big penalties, big defensive stands, and so we talked about no turnovers and big plays got to be less than 2, and they've done it, man. Like, they have really gutted up. They have Russell have just said, we refuse to go into the night. Like, that's not happening. We're coming down here, and we're playing for another trip to Chattanooga, and they're doing it right now, man.
You got it. Here we go. 2nd and 8 from our own 37-yard line. They're 11-0, a second-ranked team in the state. We're 6-4. We're the underdog, and the pressure's on them right now, and it's showing. Starting to look on their face a little bit. 2nd and 8, 37-yard line. Dalton Mitchell rolls this way looking. Dalton stops, throws over the middle. It's going to be open, wide open. Teddy Orton to the 50. Spins his way, stays with his feet. He's at the 47-yard line. Picks up 13, picks up about 15, 16 yards. Double C Western Supply first down. to the 47-yard line. Dalton Mitchell in the grasp of one of the defenders, rifles the ball down the middle. Teddy's right there in single coverage, fought off the defender, caught the ball, turned it upfield, and scratches his way and claws his way to the 47-yard line of Anderson County, 1st and 10.
You can tell these Anderson County defensive backs are so scared of giving up the big play right now. Huge cushions, and 10 to 15 is just wide open.
1st and 10, 47-yard line, hand off to Nate. Nate to the 45, and he'll get himself inside the 45 to the 43-yard line.
Actually, that Dalton pulled
It was
the football.
Dalton. Dalton pulled
That
it
was a
back
really
around
good play
himself.
fake.
Fooled me. I thought it was Nate. Dalton faded in the gut of Nate and kept it himself, took it inside of the 43-yard line. 2nd down, 11-11 to play in the football game. Cyclones on the move here, trying to tie this game up in the 2nd round of the TSSAA playoffs. The winner gets Greenville next Friday night. The ball spotted at the 43-yard line. 2nd down, clock 10:50 to go, 14 seconds on the play clock. Dalton Mitchell from the 42-yard line on the 2nd and 6. He'll hand off to Nate. Nate will get it this time, tries to turn the corner. Nate will come back up inside of the 40 to the 39-yard, and a face mask on Anderson County, and the flags fly. Takes it to the 39, picks up 3, and a face mask of one of the linemen, and so the flag by the man in the white hat will be a face mask against Anderson County. They'll tack it on, Coach.
Yeah, super good run as well. He ended up actually, Tom, he fell forward right there, and he got about 6-7 yards. You know, that's what those Anderson County running backs been doing to us is we'll hit them in the backfield, and they're falling forward for 5 yards. So they're going to call that a personal foul face mask, and we're going to get 15 big ones. That's going to put us almost in the red zone.
We'll take it down the field. A big 15-yard penalty, as Coach alluded to, down to about the 24-yard line of Anderson County. The momentum has changed in this football game. The orange and black is back, folks. 1st and 10, 24-yard line. Clock 10:37 to play in the football game. Trying to tie it up. We trail 28-21. Drain, Whitaker, Bowers up front. McDuffie, Campbell. That's our Hogs up front. Hand off to Nate. Nate will crack it to the 20 and get shoved back. Forward progress, 21-yard line. Let's over the mark the football. Moog's in there. Also for Anderson County is another good football player, number 50. That would be Jaden Bullock, 6'2", 290, the senior nose man. 6'2", 290.
I'm going to roll the dice right here, Tom. Coach Whitten's setting these guys up. You're going to get maybe like a little play action or something right here. You're going to get something like a post right in the middle of this football field to Cade Russell for a touchdown.
2nd and 8, 22-yard line. Clock 9:54 to play. We're down a touchdown trying to tie it up here. 4th quarter. We trail 28-21. Justice Wallington now is the tight end. Wallen, I should say. 2nd and 8, 22-yard line. It's a nail biter, folks. Lawsy, Mercy, Dalton Mitchell. 3-step drop looks. Throws out in the flats. Got a man out there. Caught! It's going to be at the 11-yard line on the down-and-out pattern. Nothing fancy. Just held onto the football. Who made the catch? It will be Jariah Griffin down to the 11-yard line. So Jariah on a 2nd and 8. Let's see where they mark the football at the 11 or 12. Went a down-and-out sideline route to our far sideline. Made the catch in single coverage. And a penalty against the Cyclones. Let's see what it's going to be here.
I think they called a legal substitution.
That a legal substitution?
Why'd they let the football play go?
Lineman downfield, illegal participation downfield. Cyclone, the pass play comes back. They'll mark it with a penalty back to the 20, where at, Coach? 27-yard line, 5-yard penalty. Back to the 27 now. It becomes a clock rolling, 9:26 to go. The penalty against the Cyclones, illegal man downfield. Ball at the 27-yard line on the 2nd and 13 now. Mitchell headed from the 11 back to the 27, hand off to Nate. Nate's wrapped up in trouble and dropped to the 28-yard line. The penalty is huge in this football game. No question. Hello, Regina May. How you doing?
Yeah, it's hard to understand how a lineman went downfield on a straight drop back pass, but apparently somebody did it. You're trying to run the football right there with 2nd long. Because again, you're going to go for it on 4th down and just try to cut that down. So probably going to see Coach Whitten 5 to 10-yard pass right here and give yourself a manageable 4th down.
3rd and 14 from the 28. 3 to the far side, the wide side of the field on the near hash mark. Work right to left. Mitchell bubble screen far side. Caught Jariah. Jariah to the 25. Tries to get up inside of the 20. He's inside the 20. He's down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. Jariah Griffin made something out of nothing. A bubble screen, great blocking downfield coach by Cade Russell. And also by Teddy Orton to spring him, and Jariah takes him from the 28, down inside the 25, down inside the 20. They'll mark the football at the 17-yard line, 4th and 3. Huge play in this football game.
Yeah, you're looking for that 5 to 10. You end up getting 12 or 13, and that's just a really good look here for this 4th and short. This offense has been able to grab 3 or 4 yards at will this for the entire second half. So obviously big football play here. Who called timeout? Was it us?
Anderson County.
Yeah, I guarantee you if they don't call it, we probably call it, because there's a lot to talk about right here. You've got just a big football play. Cool thing is we're looking at the right hash. Man, Dalton's really good to his left. You know,
Yeah.
and I
Good
like to see him roll out here and give himself the option. The line's done a great job of maintaining control as he's rolling out. And we've got 3 good receivers that I can send at all kinds of depths out there, try to give him an option to dump it off or run it. So this is a huge football play.
Big boy football right here. 4th and 3 from the 17 to the 14 for a first down. Got to have it. 8:13 to play in the ball game. Got to have it. I'm a nervous wreck.
Yeah, this is rough.
We're going for a field goal. Campbell's going to go for a field goal. Here we go. They're going to try a field goal of 34 yards for Campbell. He's made 30-yard against Volunteer. Holding the ball, we're going for 3. Here's the kick. It's long enough. It's deep enough. It is good. He got it.
That's big. Good for you, Coach Whitten, showing confidence in your guy, man. That's playoff football. It's Elizabethton Psycho football, and that's a dude. I mean, the way he has progressed through this season has just been incredible to me. Just watching the extra points, him to go out there and just stone cold knock that thing dead.
Knocked it down.
Dude, this place is quiet.
Crickets are chirping, folks. 8:09 to play the ball game. 28-24, Anderson County. Don't go away. This one is, as we say, an old-fashioned slobber knocker. Woo, doggies. We'll be right back after this from Advanced Heat Pump Systems.
My name is Michael Vance, Vice President of Advanced Heat Pump Systems. Advanced Heat Pump Systems has been open and providing service for over 35 years. The services we provide are installation and service of home heating and cooling systems. Our company's goal is to provide quality service for our customers. The reason you should hire Advanced Heat Pump Systems is because we offer a dependable, quality, trained technician to service your heating and air conditioning.
Butterflies in my belly like a B-52 Bombers, I'm here to tell you. 28-24 Cyclones, 8:09 to go. Campbell, his career best 34-yard field goal to pull us in 4, Coach. Gutsy call with the Cyclone coaching staff.
Yeah, no doubt. I'll tell you, if you're not here, you got a lot to be proud of the Elizabethton kids and Elizabethton crowd. I mean, just an all-out show tonight, coming in here and confirming to everybody, win, lose, or draw, we are still the Cyclones, and we're here to compete. We're playing state championship football. I'm just telling you right now, with this football club, if they can make it out of here, the next week they may be looking at making another trip to Chattanooga. It's just been a complete and total effort. And the thing that's so impressive to me is the improvements that have been made inside the football game. You know, and that's the thing. We've watched Anderson County really kind of retrograde in the second half. They've not made improvements. They're, I wouldn't say backing down, but they're not able to really do anything. And we've pretty much won the second half with a huge margin. And so that's just a really good football team that is coachable, it's going to listen, it's going to come out here and do what you tell them to do. We're running a completely different defense. We've not run that defense all year with 4 down linemen, and they've done a really good job, and that's something that Anderson County did not prepare for. So when you're talking about linemen, you got different guys in different gaps. I got Mason Ball in the A gap on a stand-up. Good luck if you're a center trying to block that. So they've done a great job of flipping the script on Anderson County here in the second half and looking like a state championship football team.
Judy Richardson says we are the Cyclones. She's exactly right. The orange and black comeback's on. We're down to a 4-point differential. We're playing lights out right now. 8:09 to go in the ball game. We trail 28-24 now, and a 34-yard career best field goal with the sophomore Caleb Campbell. Williams to kick it away. Returnable ball to 5 for Anderson County, left to right. He'll come up the field to the 10. He'll go to the 15, to the 20. Runs up the back one of these guys to the 25. Stays on his feet. And again, Andrew Blevins brings him down to about the 29-yard line. So Eli Blevins making the stop along with Mason Williams, and they're making the tackle, our kicker. So Anderson County will take over 1st and 10. Clock 8 minutes even to play in the football game. We trail 28-24. Coach, they'll get it at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, I'm gonna float this out there that Mason may have set a state record for tackles by a kicker.
Yeah.
I mean, he's on every one.
He has been very active tonight. 1st and 10, 31, make it to the 32-yard line.
And once again, Mason Ball in that A gap on a stand-up. I want you to watch it right here, Tom. It's impressive.
Ben Adams, right over the center, just standing up. So he and Mason Ball hand off to Gavin No. No gets up the field to the 33, 34, and that's all. Guess who made the tackle? He's right there.
Whoever made that call deserves the Assistant Coach of the Week plaque, because right now they can do nothing. He is shoving the guard and the center into the backfield and just making a train wreck out of their backfield.
Mason Ball just standing up over center. He's not even getting down on the stance. He's just standing up going, I'm coming after you, boys. And he's 6'4", and he's big enough to do it. 2nd and 5 from the 34. Handoff coming off right side. No's going to be brought down at about the 37-yard line. Great pursuit for the men in white, led by Caleb Holzer for the Cyclones, number 27, and Mason Ball, the wrecking crew again, number 82. Ball, the junior, 6'4", 225. 3rd down and 2, Coach, from the 39-yard line.
Yeah, they've been hitting on those running backs in the second half. And No just tried to come off the field, and they told him to stay, and he was not real happy about it.
3rd and 2 from the 39-yard line. Clock, 7 minutes to play in the game. We trail in a barn burner, 28-24. Walker Martinez to the 41 to move the sticks, a 2-yard. He'll hand off near side to Moog. Moog's going to be, looks like he made forward progress. He did. 1st down Anderson County. Stop to the 40. To his credit, he surged up the field and gets it to the 41-42. Mason Ball making a stop, and along with Bradley Cannon and also Wesley Shankles and Caleb Holzer. But it's a 1st down for the Anderson County Mavericks, leading 28-24, clock rolling, 6:33 to play in the game. 43-yard line, 1st and 10 Mavericks. Cyclones trail 28-24. Camboy career best 34-yard field goal for the 10th grader a few minutes ago. Walker Martinez, 1st and 10, near hash mark, working left to right, backs to the scoreboard. Martinez, play action. Looking, throws out in the flats, caught and immediately shoved out of bounds by Eli Williams at about the 47-yard line. 3 or 4 on the play. Nothing fancy. Catch made by number 34, Eli Davis, a linebacker, now turned as a tight end, and makes the catch and is bumped out of bounds near side by Williams. Picks up 4 on the play. Clock will recrank it at 6:10 to play in the ball game. 2nd and 6, Anderson County on their own 47-yard line. Cyclones show 4-man front. Walker Martinez hands off to No. No will go off left side, and he has stood up and keeps going and crosses the 15. Second effort got him to the 48-yard line of the Cyclones.
Yeah, if Anderson County ends up winning this football game, it's the second effort of No.
Yep.
I mean, just incredible right there. He's hitting the backfield and just drives for 3 or 4 yards. I mean, it sets him up for a 3rd and short. His second effort tonight has really changed the football game for Anderson County.
5:45 to play. Clock rolling. We trail 28-24. Gonna get the football. 3rd and 1. Anderson County on our 48-yard line. Martinez. Single setback is Gavin No. Moog and Davis for blocking back purpose off the left side. No will follow him, and he's going to be brought down by Mason Ball. Gets away from him. He'll go down inside the 45, down to the 41-yard line. Ball bounced off tackles, tried to bring him down, couldn't, and Eli Gass finally got him down to the 42-yard line. 1st down, Anderson County. 5:22 to play. They've got on our 42-yard line. Just ball control offense here. We saw this earlier in the ball game.
I will tell you, Tom, I eventually feel like this drive is going to come down to a pass. Like, they're going to have to throw the football because they're telegraphing every run, and we're getting a little better every play at stopping it.
1st and 10, 42-yard line. Hello to President Andrew McKeon of Carter County Bank, one of our great sponsors. Hand off to Moog. Moog at the 40, 35, 30, and down inside of the 28-yard line. Picks up 14. Nick Moog up the middle, brought down by Zeth Mullins and also by Teddy Orton, or check that, Luke Whaley, and also Jeriah Griffin. Griffin will go off the field hobbling to the far side. So Jeriah looks like he may be banged up a little bit. Immediately coming in to take his place will be Dalton Mitchell. Ball to 28, clock rolling, 4:39 to play in the game, 28-24 Anderson County. Whew, lousy mercy. I'm a nervous wreck. Goodness. Martinez at the 28-yard line. No, the single setback. Gavin No, N-O-E. He'll get the handoff. He'll go to the 26. That's about all. Picks up maybe 1 or 2 on the play, and he'll shove him back. Clock rolling in favor of Anderson County. Tackle made by, who made that stop? Ben Adams, the sophomore, along with Mason Ball. They'll spot the football at the 26-yard line. Clock, 4:05 to play. 28-24, Anderson County in a nail-biter. Brings up a second down and long, Coach. The 2nd and 8 from the 26. So Walker Martinez. Single setback is Gavin No. The bunch package, 3 to the near side, 3 up backs in behind the right tackle. Toss sweep this way, going to follow those blocks to the 25, no to the 20. He's down inside the 19 and 18-yard line. Ben Adams making a stop. There was a surge of blue jerseys coming at you, and it was like a wave, and Adams fought through it and made the tackle, but no gets big real estate.
Yeah, at this point, they literally are putting 10 guys in the box. I mean, in the box. Basically, your split receiver is about where a tackle would be, and they're just all in the box, and that's what I'm saying. They're just saying we're going to run the football, and Elizabeth's just going to have to stop it.
1st and 10, inside the 20 to 18-yard line. Clock, 3:11 to play. Walker Martinez looks at the play clock in behind our defense and into the end zone. 6 seconds on the play clock. Going to milk it. Hand off to No. No, looking off, goes to the 15. He'll take it down inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line. Just power football. Hello, Don Monk. Hello to Alicia Klein. They're trying, folks. Hello, Laura Beth Fair. Hello, Jerry Franklin. Yeah, we do need a turnover. You're right. But they're wrapping up that football. They got it down to the Cyclone, 11-yard line. 2:35 to play. 28-24, Anderson County.
Yeah, we're taking advantage of the 40-second play clock and grinding that thing all the way down to zero, about zero when they run a football play.
Hello, Brooke Vance. How you doing? Hold 'em, she says. You're right. 2nd and 4 from the 12-yard lines with a mark to football. Clock evaporating in favor of Anderson County. We're down to 2:09 to play. Hand off to No. No to the 10. No to the 5. And he'll get inside the 5, down to the 4, down to the 3. He fumbled the football.
He fumbled.
Let's see. Did he do it?
We got
it. He did. He fumbled the football. We got the football back.
Oh, there's a flag.
No fumbled the football down to the 3, but there's a flag on the play. Hang on. He did fumble. The official right on top of the ball signaled it's Anderson, or rather Cyclone football.
Holy mackerel.
At the 3-yard line. Cyclones, let's see if they keep the football. Let's see what the man in the white hat's going to call here. They fumbled. No fumbled the ball at the 2-yard line. We recovered it, and let's see if we get the football. 98 yards and 2 minutes and 5 seconds to do it.
Holding on Anderson, we will decline that, and we will get the ball back.
See what the man in the white hat make the official call. It will be no fumbled the football. It is holding. Anderson County, we decline it, and here we go. Lawsy mercy. At the 2-yard line, we'll take over our own 2. 98 yards to pay dirt to win this football game. At the 2:05 mark, here we go. Woo, doggies.
You got your shot.
We got the turnover we needed. Who said we needed a turnover? Somebody said we needed a turnover. We got it, folks. Now, what can we do with it? Let's see. I'm not sure who got the fumble. I was looking at the holding call.
Yeah, it was chaos out there. Again, it was very late in the football run. And he's once again giving that second effort. I don't know if somebody punched that. I didn't even realize the football came out, but I just saw white jerseys jumping. You could tell they were going after the football, and then the side judge marks it our football. So
here we go. We set up shop on our own 2-yard line. 98 yards and 2:05 to win it. Field goal won't do it. You got to have a touchdown. Here we go. Mitchell out of the end zone. Hands off to Nate. Stevens will get tripped up to the 3 or 4 yard line. Clock rolling. 2 inside of 1:59 to play in the football game. We take it from the 2 to about the 4. Picks up 2 on the play. On the run by Nate Stevens off right tackle. Clock continues to roll. 1:47 to play. Hand off up the middle again. He'll get it out to about the 7 or 8 yard line this time. Clock rolling. 1:37 to go on a 2nd and 8. Now it's 3rd down and about 5 now from the 7 to the 12 to move the sticks. Dalton Mitchell audibilizing. 2 to the near side, the wide side of the field on the 3rd down. Dalton hands off to Nate, and he's tackled.
Gotta call timeout. Gotta call timeout.
Blasting in the backfield and tackling us right at the 5, actually the 4 yard line for a loss. He blew through there, number 34, Anderson County. Eli Davis, the linebacker, drops us back at the 4 yard line, brings up a 4th and 8.
Yeah, he almost took the handoff on us right there and set us up for a tough 4th and 8. But, I mean, if you're going to win this football game, you're going to have 3 or 4 of these tough plays going down the field. So this is the first one we got to get if we're going to get ourselves a shot at the end zone.
Clock at 1:15 to play. This is the football game, and for all intents and purposes, our season. 4th and 8 from the 4 to the 12 to move the sticks. Hello, Margaret Cannon. Hello to Jason Markley. So here we go. Timeout on the field for the Cyclones. You're 4th and 8 from the 4-yard line to 12 to move the sticks.
Yeah, you're going to have to run, or excuse me, going to have to throw the football right here. The run, they're doing just a good job of coming off the edge. They pretty much told the guys on the edge, just go get the football, come around, cause pressure, wreak havoc. You know, we got to go 92 yards, so that's a good call on their part. So
here's our season right here, folks. 4th and 8 from the 4 to the 12 to move the sticks. They get the football back with 1:15 to play. Dalton Mitchell, 3-step drop in the end zone. Looking, flushed out of the pocket. Mitchell looking, running, he's sacked. He's tackled in the end zone. Mitchell got away from one, couldn't get away from the other. Safety, Anderson County. 30-24 Mavericks. 1:09 to go in the football game. So Dalton in the end zone, tried to roll to his left, eluded one set of tacklers, couldn't get the other set of tacklers. We'll see the replay. Flushed out of the pocket, running, trying to throw the ball, and got sacked and tackled by Eli Davis.
Best case scenario. Best case scenario because we're going to get to kick the football.
Yeah.
We could end up gaining
That's true.
a bunch of yardage right here. So if we recover the onside kick, then we're going to be getting the ball past the 30, and they gain 2 points, which does them nothing. Just makes the extra point a little more meaningful. So
you score a touchdown, we win the ball game, kick the extra point.
Yeah.
31-30.
Yeah.
30-24. Clock at 1:09 to go in the football game. Free kick. Oh, boy. The tension just cranked up about 10 notches, folks. Good point, Coach Ryan Presnell. Safety in the end zone by Eli Davis, number 34, tackling Dalton Mitchell. At the 1:09 mark, we've got to get a free kick to them.
This is going to get weird.
It's going to be weird. Yeah.
See what
we draw up here.
Yeah.
1:09 to play. We trail 30-24.
It's getting real loud.
Williams will kick it from the 20. Free kick. Guess what we're going for? I'm going to assume the obvious, and here we go.
There it goes.
Onside kick, let's see, and it goes right into the hands of Anderson County at the 35-yard line. It knuckleballed right up into the up-back's hands at the 35-yard line. They've got the football with 1:07 to go in the ball game, leading 30-24. Ball to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10. I'm sure they're going to take a couple of knees, and I would think Walker Martinez will do not much more than that. Cyclones trail 30-24. Martinez and the Anderson County Mavericks lead it by 6 with 1:07 to play here. Onside kick, roll right up the arms and right into the hands. It knuckleballed really perfectly for Anderson County.
Yeah.
Rolled right up into him.
It took the hop we needed it to take. It just came out a little too hot, and there's really nobody there to make contact with that first throw, and he kind of stepped back like a shortstop and put it right in his chest. But good try, you know.
Timeout on the field with 1:07 to play in the football game. We trail 30-24. All right? If you're Coach Sean Whitten, what are you telling the kids over there right now?
How many timeouts do we have left? I believe we've got 2.
2.
So at that point, I'm probably taking the timeouts. If they're going to take a knee, I'm going to take a timeout. So try to create a situation. There's not a whole lot to say at this point. Proud of these kids for what they've done. It'd be obviously a crazy long shot for something to happen at this point, but proud of these kids and the way they battled the second half. I mean, they've really dominated the second half, Tom. I mean, they gave it everything they had to make this a heck of a football game. This is one of the best high school football games I've ever got to watch.
So it is a 1:07 on the clock. Anderson County, I would assume, will do nothing dangerous, simply take a knee. And that's exactly how they're going to line it up. We've got a bunch of folks back there in the backfield just to say snap the ball. I would assume take a knee. Let's see. And nope, they're going to hand off on a running place. That's what I know. Hand off to Moog. Moog will be at the 35. He'll be inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Picks up about, let's see, 2 on the play. Tackle made by Eli Williams and Luke Whalen, also Wesley Shankles. Stopping the clock at the 33-yard line at the 59-second mark of the ball game, 2nd and 7. Greenville killed Gibbs, didn't they?
Yeah, I haven't checked in a long time. I haven't been able to take my eyes off his football field.
You told me early on it was a blowout by Greenville, so.
Yeah, final 58-28.
58-28 Greenville beating Gibbs tonight. So Greenville waits the winner of this one here.
Monterey beat Hampton 40-16. Science Hill beats Farragut 40-19.
Science Hill goes into the state quarterfinals. Daniel Boone win.
Yes, 30-7.
30-7. So, all right, here we go. 59 seconds to go. Walker Martinez, again, they're at the 33-yard line. 2nd and 7. He'll hand off to Moog. Moog will go off left side, tackled right there. Clock continues to roll down to 55 seconds. Now they blow it dead. Mason Ball and Bradley Cannon making the stop.
So,
timeout Cyclones.
3rd down. They're going to run the football. There's going to be unless they get a first down, there's going to be a better. They're going to have to punt the football unless they get a first down right here. So we may have a chance to touch leather one more time.
3rd and 7 from the 33-yard line. He's right. They got to get a first down, or we'll get the chance one more time to get this football back. So, and ain't nobody leaving this place. I'm looking down into the Anderson County faithful down here, and they're kind of standing up, rocking back and forth. The Cyclone Nation still ringing them cowbells. What a football game. 30-24 Anderson County, 55 seconds to play. The winner gets Greenville. So the Cyclones defend here. 4-man front. They've got to get it down to the 26 to move the sticks. 3rd and 7, 33-yard line. Walker Martinez will hand off to Moog. Moog's got the first down to the 25, down to the 24, down to the 23. Needed 7, got about 10. 48 seconds to play in a football game. They'll crank the clock back up. Anderson County.
They'll take a knee, and that'll be it.
Clock at 35 seconds to go. 30-24 Anderson County. So back-to-back state championships and the state runner-up in a row, which is certainly nothing to be ashamed of. We're not. We're very proud of that, to say the least. But looks like our string may end here. 20 seconds to go in the football game. Anderson County leads at 30-24. Walker Martinez, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. He'll take a knee, and that'll do it. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's your football game. Final score, Anderson County wins it. They'll go to 12-0. The Cyclones finish up at 6-5. Your final score, Anderson County 30, the Cyclones 24. Anderson County moves on to the state quarterfinals to take on the Greenville Green Devils, and Elizabethton finishes the season at 6-5. Coach, what a year for our football team. Came up a little short, but came out of the gate 0-3. Ain't got nothing to be ashamed of, my friend.
You know, a lot of these kids, a lot of things said about them those first 4 or 5 weeks, and they just kept battling, man, kept grinding. Said, let's get better. Let's go back down there. You know, and that was the goal, make it back down here. And once you get down here and play, you never know. And they definitely had a bunch of opportunities tonight to win the football game and just weren't able to cash it in. But that doesn't say anything about the heart of the program and those kids. And they're just Cyclones, man. They're Cyclones. And they looked like it tonight. Came up a little bit short, but I'm walking out here with my Elizabethton stuff on. Very proud to be a Cyclone today.
Absolutely. No question. Our seniors, Kate Russell, Eli Williams, Dalton Mitchell, Teddy Orton, Mason Williams, Colin Nidifer, Wesley Shankles, Jacob Whitaker, Dylan McDuffie, Caden Drain, Sam Bowers, and Bradley Cannon. These guys give us a lot of thrills as a football program. Final score, 30-24, Anderson County. And there's our seniors on our football team. Again, Kate Russell, Eli Williams, Dalton Mitchell, Teddy Orton, Mason Williams, Colin Nidifer, Wesley Shankles, Jacob Whitaker, Dylan McDuffie, Caden Drain, Sam Bowers, and Bradley Cannon. Got some good ones. Final score, Anderson County wins it 30-24. We'll come back and recap it. Pick our players of the game. I think it's pretty simple who that's going to be. And we'll do that right after this from one of our great sponsors, Megan to Go. Couldn't do it without all of our sponsors, folks. It'll be Dr. Ed Carter and the good folks at Lingerfeld Drug Center. Cyclones lose tonight, 30-24.
We have them right here. Tell me, first of all, by definition, what is a probiotic?
Probiotics are just supplements that you can take, and what they are is good bacteria. And that sounds kind of nasty and gross, but in your stomach, that good in intestines, that good bacteria is what helps digest your food and get the nutrients out of it. And, you know, people that take antibiotics can kill that good bacteria, or, you know, some people just need a little extra boost as far as digestion and stuff like that. And these probiotics, they're a little bit more expensive. They're $22 for a month, or you can get 3 months for $50, but they are they're about almost double the strength of most over-the-counter probiotics. They're really high power, and the blue is actually our highest strength one, and the green is it's still stronger than normal, but it's not quite as strong as the blue. But that's one a lot of our customers have got started on them, because we carry probiotics and, you know, all of our different vitamin brands, but this brand specifically is what our customers like. And for a while we weren't able to get the green ones, and that's something it had a lot of people kind of panicked, but we've been able to get it back in stock now.
There you go. Thank you, sir. Again, this is Triactibiotics, innovative 3-stage delivery, immune support, digestive health, 90 capsules once a day. And who takes these? Adults, kids? Who can take them?
That's one everybody can take. To be honest, a probiotic, something taking it is not going to hurt you, but it can help you. Like I said, people that, you know, have trouble digesting food, or kind of have problems in the bathroom, or take antibiotics frequently, those are all people that probiotics would benefit. And that's kind of the case. A lot of elderly people, or, you know, people, like I said, that kind of have stomach problems, probiotics are good for them.
Hours are open?
We're here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 12.
Social media?
We're on Facebook as Lingerfeld Drug Center.
And the phone number?
Is 423-542-2138.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Love promoting these folks. Again, downtown Elizabeth and right beside Carter County Bank. Dr. Ed Carter and the great staff at Lingerfeld Drug Center.
Final score, 30-24. Anderson County moves on. Cyclones finish at 6-5. Coach, what a night for Dalton Mitchell. He was on fire, and his numbers showed that.
Yeah, it's 14 of 17 for 215 yards and 3 touchdowns. I mean, can't ask for anything more of that kid. He adapted and he grew all year to the point that he came out tonight and just, golly, what a game, man. 215 yards passing, 14 of 17. Deadly accurate, had a couple of big runs as well. Just a really good game for that young man. I'm proud of him. He's a good kid. He's on my CSI team last year. And such a competitor, real quiet. Doesn't talk a whole lot. He'll talk to you when he needs to talk to you. He's a very friendly kid. He just came out tonight and got it done as best he could for his football team and gave him every shot. Just come up a little short, man. And again, my heart goes out for those seniors that have as much success as they've had. They certainly wanted to go back. I get it. But the lessons learned about life this football season for some of these kids, man, I'll tell you, that's going to last a long time for them.
Mary Beth Dollis is proud of her Cyclones. Thanks to play-by-play. Great season. You're welcome, Susan Keebler down in Florida. So, Della Campbell, you're very welcome. So proud of the Cyclones. You came back, but not enough. You're a good team. We'll do better next season. Don't feel bad. You played a good games at Mary Beth Tolley. So remember our veterans on this Veterans Day. Thank you. Hello, Rochelle Bird. You're very kind, folks. Thank you. Final score, 30-24. Cade Russell, 18-yard touchdown catch. Cade Russell, a 54-yard touchdown catch. Cade Russell, a 27-yard touchdown catch. And how about Caleb Campbell? Perfect on the season, 42 out of 42 from, again, the extra point marker. And then also a career best 34-yard field goal, only a sophomore. So here's who's coming back next year. Cam Baker, Jesse Whitehead, Zeth Mullins, Rhett Schlegel, Jariah Griffin, Eli Blevins, Gib Maupin, Bryson Rowland, Alex Riddle, Luke Whaley, Justin Whitehead, Zach Wallen, Jack Blevins, Landry Buckles, Billy Woodby, Caleb Holzer, Justice Wallen, Travis Smalls, Andrew Blevins, Markel Chappelle, John Seipert, Josiah Bird, Xavier Smalls, Wesley Taylor, Caleb Campbell, Jaden Wallen, Hunter Franklin, Ben Adams, Maddox Lucas, Kyler Hartley, Seth Campbell, Kyron Smalls, Colton Killian, Bailey Cannon, Wyatt Pitzenbarger, Brock Stewart, Andrew White, Braden Rainwater, Cooper Atkins, Javen Moorfield, Gavin Kodak, Eli Gass, Corey Green, Carter Muncie, Alexander Mora, Carter Green, Aiden McCurry, Josh Hayes, Riley Jones, Mason Ball, Brock Shelby, Tucker Taylor, Logan Campbell, Crew Stout, Blaine Tolley, Adam Manning, and Andrew Vance. Pretty good nucleus come back next year, Coach. So we get ready for basketball starting next week. Cyclones lose a heartbreaker tonight. Congratulations, Anderson County. Great football game, great football team, great football program. Tonight they got the better of us. Final score 30-24. Your final comments. We'll pick our player of the game.
Good year. You know, like I said, it doesn't go when you speaking from personal experience. You know, we've had those teams that went to state and set all kinds of records, and you know, come off a year like that, and you don't go back. It feels like a disappointment. But I just want everybody out there to understand this year is far from a disappointment. Cyclone Nation showed what they were capable of, and going from week 1 and 2 to where this football club was tonight is a really good indicator that you got guys doing it the right way. So they worked hard, worked their tails off, and like I said, they didn't end up where they wanted to, but when they look back on this year 20, 30 years from now when they're my age, they'll see that a lot of good things happened, a lot of good friendships were forged, and they made a run at it, man. They made us proud tonight.
There you go. Our players of the game tonight, I guess it kind of goes without saying. Dalton Mitchell, again, 200 and some yards passing. What you said, Coach, is that right?
Yeah, 215 with 3 touchdowns.
Over 1,000-yard passing in 7 games this season now for Dalton Mitchell. Our player of the game tonight, Cade Russell, the senior, wraps up his career with football with 3 touchdowns, touchdown catches. And our defensive player of the game tonight, the one-man wrecking crew for the betterment of the evening. He was there all the time. Mason Ball, coming off an injury. Mason Ball, the junior, 6'4", 225. Our Poor Travs Deli player of the game. All 3 guys get free sandwiches from Poor Travs. Coach, thank you, my friend. Let's go get something to eat and head back up to Elizabethton and get ready for a great weekend. Again, final score. Cyclones come up short tonight, but not for lack of effort. They laid it out there for you, folks. If you're a Cyclone fan, you should be very proud of what they did tonight. They gave a very good football team all they wanted tonight. Anderson County prevails. Final score 30-24. Thank you, sir. I guess I'll see you come baseball season, which ain't that far away, is it, sir?
Yeah, I'll come down and hit the mic at halftime of the basketball.
Yeah.
But I can't do color with basketball. Sorry. The only color I can do is fouls. I was a good fouler, but that's about it.
There you go.
Good luck to those guys, and I know that they came tonight and supported in full force after a scrimmage at Fulton. And, again, a lot to be proud of, man. Orange and Black showed up tonight and made us proud.
You got it. Final score, Anderson County 30. Cyclones 24. We wrap our season up at 6-5, and again, Anderson County moves on to battle the Greenville Green Devils, which will be 1 versus 2 next Friday night in Greenville. Again, number 1 in the state, Greenville, number 2 in the state all season long. For the betterment of the season, Anderson County should be a great football game. So that'll be the state quarterfinals again next Friday night at Burley Stadium in Greenville. So until we greet you again on Monday with the Tom Daly Sports Show live from Chick-fil-A in Johnson City, we'll say as always, be sure and go to church on Sunday and worship the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. He's worthy because he's coming soon. And again, we'll see you back here on Monday for the Tom Daly Sports Show. For our Superintendent, Richard Van Huss, our Principal, Dr. John Mitten, our Athletic Director, Forrest Holt, and our great coaching staff, Sean Whitten, Jeff Pierce, Jordy Harrison, David Campbell, Brian Jenkins, Michael Gronstaff, Devin Whitehead, Matt Campbell, and Terrence Turner, and, of course, my color commentator tonight, our buddy, dear friend, Ryan Presnell. This is Tom Taylor saying, as always, bloom where you're planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks tonight for listening to Elizabethton Cyclones second round playoff action from Anderson County. Good night, everybody.